ladies and gentlemen. We are so back right now. I just slept like 5-6 hours. Probably like 5. But I'm feeling 10 times better, guys. I was absolutely cooked out of my mind. Hanging in there. That was a tough dungeon cleave. I got love for everybody in that dungeon cleave. Who was watching before, man? I want to believe that we made it work, you know? That was rough, boys. That was so rough, but we made it work.
You juiced for the night shift.
Night shift.
Yo, what's going on? Nom Nom, starting the stream off with a Twitch Prime, man. You love to see it. Nom Nom, you're one of my best buds in all of Classic WoW, bro. I mean, you know that, right? I know you, bro. We had a bunch of arcs already, bro. We played a bunch of arcs together. I appreciate you, brother. Big love to Nom Nom. Like six plus years now, bro. Hell yeah. Thanks, man. You had bumps, but we did it, bro. Yeah, I was dead, guys. I was absolutely fried. I tried my best. I don't know if you guys could detect it. I tried my best to just play my heart out, to try to keep the group together best I could. And then there was times where I was dead and the group kind of like just like kept it going. They picked me up. I tried to pick them up. They tried to pick me up. And, you know, it was rough, man, but it wasn't a failure. And we're probably we might pick it back up again too. I'm not sure if they want to keep going with it. We had our ups and downs, but we pushed through, bro, and we got to 65, you know? That's not bad, dude. We're day 2 of TBC and we're level 65, so we're back on, boys. Got a little rest, feeling better again, and let's see what we can do. I'm not sure if we're gonna get into some dungeons or if we're gonna just level by ourselves out in the open world. I respect Felguard for one of my specs, so we're gonna be Felguard. What up, young Cliff? Hell yeah. You played more than most? Yeah. That was, I mean, here's my retrospective on that dungeon cleave for whatever it's worth. I think we were potentially the wrong spec, Shades and I. I think Demo might actually be the play, to be honest. But not 1,000,000% sure. I mean, I just like, Felguard does do a lot of damage, and it gives you like another tanky like character in the dungeon, right? And like, if I did it all over again, I think I probably would have had one Destro spec, one Demo spec, and tried both. The other thing though is that prop palette was like basically his first. I mean, it was like his first time doing dungeon cleave, you know what I mean? So there's a lot like there's a lot there, right? Just trying to have to like get the basics and stuff, right? But anyway, bro, honestly, man, we got it done, bro. We literally got 5 levels. We gamed. 20 hours in Slave Pens is impressive. Regular runs would have probably been much faster without the wipes, though. Yeah, I did the best I could, you know. But I want to believe that. Even for the Doomers, you know, we grinded it out, you know what I mean? We actually ended up like doing pretty good, actually. Like grinding to 65 straight in one play session is pretty insane. We didn't do so with like, you know, it wasn't the most elegant thing ever, but we got there. Hell yeah. What up, Rage? Good to see you, bro. What up, Scrawmin? Tokens in the house. What's going on, guys? Appreciate you guys keeping me company. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah. We might be getting back into some dungeons. I'm not sure. We're gonna be doing some open world questing though. Let me turn the ambience up. I'm trying to hear this Zanger Marsh rain. Let's go. All right. Eel fillets. Yeah, let's do that quest first. Report to Zerai. Eel fillet. Umberfen Lake. Investigated. frustrating, a little bit of a frustrating thing with like Dungeon Cleave in general, and I think you guys probably feel me on this as well. Is like you can only control yourself too, right? You can just play your heart out, but at the end of the day, there's other people there too. You know, like you can only do so much, and you can just play your game. You know, part of me wants to just like quest an open world for a little bit because I can just play my game, right? I can just go as hard as I want to go. It's all on me, you know. Is this like active use item, bro? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, some open world TBC level. How's the sound, by the way, guys? Is it too loud, the music, or we're doing okay? As you can see, Felguard actually pumps, man. Big down on the Felguard. Turn the music down. Got you. Thanks, bro. Might be better. Yeah, welcome back to the stream, everybody. I'm not sure if Shades is awake yet. I know Jerome is still going strong. Tune into Winky's stream. He's such a nice dude. Hell yeah. Is he playing TBC right now? I know he does he streams a bunch of different games, so not sure. 566 crit on the Felguard, insane. Bobka's 69, yeah, insane. Very impressive performance by Bobka, 100%. Oh shit, Shades, he just messaged in the group chat, he's coming back in 10. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm down to hit some dungeons again too, bro. Honestly, get a mage, just do a more normal dungeon cleave comp. I gotta say, that comp, if I'm be honest, it was decent, but it's you have to play it like, I don't know. It's not as good as having a mage for sure, right? I don't think it's a bad comp though. Like the double priest, double lock, but you have to be able to play it like super well, you know. And like make no mistakes, right? And like if you start wiping, bro, like it's just GG, bro. It's just GG. Double lock, double priest pal hurt my head. Yeah. I feel you, bro. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. I honestly though, I respect it though, bro. I respect everybody in that group for sticking with it and not being a quitter though. We actually grinded out a bunch of levels, all things considered, you know, even despite a ton of haters and stuff too. So I'm cool with it, bro. We're level 65 and we're like day 2 of TBC. Yeah, Bobka's 69 is insane. Yo, what's up, Andy? You looked F. What's up, Wingnut? How you doing? Glad you're back. Dungeoning demo. Been considering switching my lock. Felguard is kind of like a sleeper spec, dude. It's not. I don't know. Like, how do my Warlock friends feel about it? Like, it's okay. It's okay, right? Like, not having the Fel Hunter feels so bad in PvP. But I think its strength is actually. Felguard does do a lot of damage. Like, I have to admit, bro. It does a lot of damage, and it's the best pet for tanking stuff. Like, if you're just grinding stuff out in the world, it's the best, right? Like, this is 10 times better than Voidwalker. I'm always surprised how much damage the Felguard does every time I play with it, you know? Felguard just died. Yeah, it's fine. Kind of blows my mind that people come in the chat just to talk shit. Yeah, I mean that's just the internet, bro. But we stuck it out, dude. Like I swear, bro. We even with that scuffed comp, we grinded 5 levels straight, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, we're back, boys. Hopefully we can finish it up today. Try to get 70 today. What's up, Andy? 4K, good to see you, brother. Yeah, I think it's possibly best, man, for Dungeon Cleave to go demo and use Hellfire, like kind of similar to what we were doing before. But, you know, instead of Shadow Fury, you just have the Felguard cleaving for tons of free damage and just like soaking mobs, you know? It could be something like that, bro. I mean, there's a reason why 2021 we all went Felguard. Like, the last Dungeon Cleave I did, we had double lock and we both went Felguard. And it was good. It was, I mean, it was definitely way more efficient than what we did today or earlier. We had, yeah, like double lock, mage, prop pally, double lock, prop, yeah, and I think shaman, actually. We had a shaman back in 2021. Yup. Yo, how's your guys' launch experience going, though? You guys having a good time? I feel like the servers are stable now. Everything is feeling pretty good. You can just quest normal. It was good. Yeah. I made it to level 25 on my warrior. How does this TBC leveling compare to the last time TBC launched? Were you sweatier then? Oh yeah, for sure sweaty. Are you kidding me, dude? Hell yeah, the last TBC launch, we did the full pre-quest. Like, we had summons all over the place. Like, I didn't turn any pre-quests in this time. So that was part of it why we were a little bit low level. I literally turned in 0. I was just kind of like, whatever. Just wanted to go and see what it was like at the Dark Portal. So yeah, I mean, it was 10 times sweatier, better comp. But yeah, it is what it is. All of them are red and I get disconnected when trying to reconnect. Oh, that happened to me. That happened to me, Immortal. There's actually a update. There's an update. Yeah. Hell yeah, Nom Nom, you were there, brother. Did you raw dog those Mountain Dew Baja Blast? I drank, let me see how many I drank. I have 4 left, so I drank 8. Yeah. But let's go. Let's get back after it. I'm not sure how fast this is going to be, open world questing. But I think it's going to be faster than well, I don't know. Like, we started to get some steam with the mage at the end, right? But bro, this is the problem with Dungeon Cleave, though, guys. You really have to be like, bro, you have to be locked in with your Dungeon Cleave, bro. Like, does anybody feel me on that? Like, people can't be like almost like forgetting to repair, having to go back to the city. Like, everybody has to be really, really like considerate of that shit, because it's so easy to lose momentum on a Dungeon Cleave. Like, a 5-minute break turns into like 20-minute delay. It's actually really hard to pull off a Dungeon Cleave. I don't know if you guys believe that or not, but I believe that to be true. And that's actually why, like, unless you do practice a bit, have a plan, and have like extremely reliable gamers, it's not worth it. That's my updated thinking on it, right? I mean, that paladin seemed like a nice dude, right? But like, my boy was ready to tap out at 12 hours, bro. Like, come on, bro. 12 hours, bro. Which was kind of like that was when I started dooming a little bit. I was like, okay, bro, our fucking tank is trying to leave in 12 hours. Oh, I remember this quest, actually. Let me, oh, dude, we're gaming right now. This is, what's going on with this? Got a lot of mobs out here. Charge this dude. Let this dude focus. Go here. I think these drudges like don't aggro anymore, or they like become friendly or something after you kill the guy. Let's see. Felguard's low. been a while since I've just like naturally quested out in TBC. Might be kind of fun. Mentality and good vibes are so crucial in dungeon farming, for sure. And I would actually say the #1 component of a good dungeon cleave, for what it's worth, is a sweaty tank, actually. Like a tank that's going to basically have like lots of movement speed items and have a vision for the pulls of the dungeon. It's the most important piece. Like, you need a tank that, you know, it's almost like with positioning and WoW. By the time you realize you're out of position, it's too late. Like, you need someone who's like leaning forward into the pulls, always 2 steps ahead, thinking of the next pull, drinking, moving into position, telling people, stand here, I'm pulling here. Like, that's probably the most, that's like, it's the quarterback, you know, it's the most important thing. And just a lesson learned, you know, something that I can just learn for next time. I'm dungeon cleaving, and I think most people are just over pulling, trying to do big pulls and dying. That too, right? That too, yeah. Limit testing and stuff. Have you seen where Jerome got his party frames when healing? All the way to the left on the screen, super small. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's actually a lot of finesse like you need to do in a dungeon cleave too. Like, that's one thing that was driving me a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie, is like not putting threat on the table until it's appropriate to do so, you know? Like, just like not having anything going, bro. Not even like, I mean, maybe pre-shield's fine, right? But like renews, whatever, right? You got to be super careful as a healer, bro. The second you put threat on the table, you're like in grave danger, you know what I mean? That's a real thing. Like when I'm playing healer, I'm pretty new to it, right? But I'm enjoying playing priest. I'm probably gonna level priest second. I feel like you pretty much have to play like max range, like behind an LOS thing, like peeking out to heal your team, right? Like your team is like, if your team is fighting over there at that gazebo, like your mentality, bro, should be like, I'm literally gonna heal them from like here, like max range, and like assume everything's trying to kill me, right? I don't know. I could be wrong, bro. Like I'm not some big brain healer, but it's just another thing, right? You got to be really careful putting threat on the table, especially when you're pulling in a dungeon cleave, bro. Like it's you're orchestrating a pull, right? There's barely any threat on the table, and you're trying to manipulate mob pathing. Like the second it starts to like crumble and mobs start going in different directions, you're cooked, right? And everything becomes sloppy. You take unnecessary damage. People crash out. You know what I mean, bro? Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Most of the important stuff happens before the pull as a healer IMO. Dungeon cleave on launch, your whole needs to be locked in. Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing, bro. Like, you need a tank. I'm not trying to bitch and moan, bro. I'm happy with it. Like, we got some levels, right? But, bro, like, you need like a tank that knows how to do the pulls, bro. Like, the bubble pull is like fundamental. If you're gonna play prop pally tank, bro, you need to like be on point with the bubble pull. You guys know how bubble pull works, right? Like, basically, if you're bubbled, mobs don't cast on you too, so you pretty much use a movement speed item. Everybody stands hella far back, and you just zoom around with bubble, pulling everything, and it all collapses on you, right? And then you like 3, 2, 1 pick it up after that, right? Like, it's just all that, man. Like, it's like the most basic thing, bro. And the same thing too is like the blood elf racial too, the mana tap or whatever it's called, the one that pulls. Using that, using arcane torrent, like. You need a tank that doesn't tap out at 12 hours too, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not trying to be a dick, but you're kind of right, bro. It's like the most important role, you know? It's the most important role, yeah. I almost want to dungeon cleave a tank after. Like, I want to do it myself or something, bro, you know? Like, tapping out 12. But, yo, have you guys experienced that as well, though? Be honest with like people who you were trying to play and launch, like on launch with and stuff, and then people like they basically tell you like, oh yeah, we're gonna game like this long, and then like they just switch up, bro. Like literally like 10 hours in, 12 hours in, trying to go to sleep, and it's like, wait, did we just talk about? Did we just like? Did we just Like, what's going on, you know? It's happened to me a couple times, actually. Come to think of it, 2019 Classic, I had a rough experience duo leveling with this dude who said he was going to be sweaty, right, on launch, and we were going to, like, stay up and do all this, right? And we were practicing, like, our, like, kind of speedrun route and all that. And I remember, dude, on launch, 2019 launch, he's trying to make linen bags for the guild, bro, in Orgrimmar. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I've just been chilling. I don't want to burn out. I think you're misreading the situation. I was watching and your group was trying to optimize it too much. If you had just made smaller and simple, it would have worked. I kind of partially agree with you, Mock, but this is my thing, bro. Like, the reason why Spell Cleave can do well versus Melee Cleave is that you can do crazy big pulls and do more sophisticated pulls. But I actually am starting to be of the opinion that Melee Cleave is going to win over Spell Cleave like 9 times out of 10 unless you have a cracked Spell Cleave. Because Melee Cleave is so simple, like you said, you pretty much just kill mobs. Like, that's it. You just pull one pack, you kill it. You pull one pack, you kill it. You never wipe. Melee Cleave is really good, you know? It's actually really good. Like, I kind of genuinely think it's better than Spell Cleave. And unless you were, like, gonna, like, practice and actually have, like, consumes and stuff, you know? Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, ultimately, bros, like, it's not that serious. This time around with TBC, like, we have until the 23rd to get our characters up. That's a lot of time, bro. So I'm honestly not even tripping. It's the only rush really is that I got to do multiple characters, you know. So being able to get them all done in that time. But yeah, if I look at my characters, probably the class I'm most excited to play outside of Warlock. In PvP, it's Priest. In PvE, it's Warrior. Like, I kind of want to actually have a Warrior, man. It looks hella fun. Hella fun. I got 220k an hour in SP as Melee Cleave, and that's with a full pug. Yeah. Because it's simple, right? It doesn't break. Melee Cleave is really good, actually. It's really good. And honestly, I have to take accountability too. I actually think my biggest error with all of this was, if I'm being honest, you know, I think it's probably going for the double priest. I thought it would be a bit better than it was. And it's not bad, but the real difference maker is, now that I look at it, is that when you have a mage, you just don't face tank damage. So like the value of that is almost too much. Like it's the biggest thing that moves the needle actually when it comes to value. It's not a damage in, damage out, healing in, healing out, throughput type of thing. You literally just don't take damage. Like, you can kite mobs, and as soon as someone's in danger, they can just like walk out of the blizzard, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, that I think mage is, I still do believe the tank is like the most important piece of a spell cleave. They're the quarterback and the main thing that's going to basically determine the success of it. But I also think like the number 2 player is really the mage, man. You kind of need to have a cracked mage as well. And I think probably in like Abyss spell cleave, it wouldn't surprise me if like just it's really like the paladin and the mage working together to pull stuff in a really cool way, you know. Mage doing like ice block pulls, because like that's a weird interaction with ice block, right? Like when you ice block, all the mobs collapse on you, and that's something we were having a hard time with, right, with our comp, like being able to get casters to just collapse and stack, and it was so frustrating, you know. We had 2 spell locks and we had 1 arcane torrent. That was our only tools really, aside from like LOS. So. Bubble dive Kilrog, yeah. what was the goal yesterday? Were you guys actually trying to go to 70 in one setting? No. The goal yesterday actually originally was just to play for 18 hours and game and then finish it the next day. And like I actually thought we were going to be able to get to like 66 or so, you know, 66, maybe 66.5. So we definitely fell short of that, right? It fell short by like a large margin. But I'm still proud of us, dude, for like basically still going and not just being like little grumpy bitches, right? And we like literally just like we still got after it, right? All things considered, that's pretty sick. I'm not mad about that, bro. Like, we all locked in best we could, but hopefully people can learn from that, bro. Like, you are literally better off solo questing. You are better off just doing what I'm doing right now than being in a dungeon cleave where it's all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a good lesson learned, man. Honestly. You checked on any 60 plus players? No, I haven't. How's that going? Like C-Dank and all them? Your biggest error was assuming your team was on the same level. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I actually feel you. I feel you a little bit on that. It's my own fault, bro. It's literally my own fault. It's my own fault. It's my own fault. It takes a certain type of skill, bro, to like dungeon cleave, like, and to do that. It's like PvE in general, right? If you had to describe this skill set of PvE in WoW, I would actually argue a lot of it isn't even just like mechanical skill and like rotation min-max. You know, a lot of the skill in PvE is just like being fucking thoughtful, remembering to repair, remembering to restock, remembering consumables, remembering to do things proactively. That's a huge piece of it, right? And it's like equally important. You know what I mean? Like when you go to town, every time, bro, you repair, you stock up on food and water. You literally get even supplies that maybe your teammates might need, right? Like you're always trying to think like 2 steps ahead, right? You don't want to ever be behind. By the time you realize something, you're cooked. Like, so I mean, you guys know this stuff too, right? But I feel like it's good comms. Like, you see it in action. A lot of you guys watched us do our thing yesterday, and you were like, it probably was physically painful at times, right? Am I right? Just watching it, like, oh shit, bro. Like, thank God, bro. And, you know, holy shit, like, yeah, dodge that bullet, you know. But like I said, I'm proud of us, bro. We got after it. We made lemonade out of the lemons is the way I look at it. And no shame in that, man. We got up to 65. So I did hear that over 30 HC have died in Outland since launch. Wow, over 30. And considering that there's 140 60s at hardcore, that's it's honestly though, man, it's kind of like unsafe to level on launch in hardcore. You feel me on that? Like, it's probably super buggy and like a bunch of weird stuff going on with the layers, server kind of crashing. If I was playing hardcore TVC, man, I would probably chill for a little bit. I'm not even kidding, bro. Or really carefully try to dungeon cleave or something, because at least it's stable, like the instance. I just wouldn't really trust the open world right now. So a lot of jankiness going on. Yeah. If you're being honest, you everybody buy enough supplies to overstock yourself so you're only going to repair for a while. Yeah, that's the thing too. Not having a mage, yeah. Just the access to portals, man. Like, you really need a mage, don't you? And a dungeon cleave, come to think of it, because you can summon it to stone, but you need portals out to the city, right? The food, the water, the portals, the control. Mage is just so bis, man. It's so bis. I do think though, if we were to play that comp optimally, and we had to run it back all over again, right? 2 priest, 2 warlock, and I had to go back, right? I'd actually think it's possible we would have gone double demo. So we were more tanky. We're not getting one shot at. We can just basically like stay in the fight a lot longer. We have like tanky pets that can like soak damage and like basically help get the pull set up. We wouldn't have fell guards, fell hunters to like lock cast and stuff. But we probably from the start would have double disc priest, and pretty much the playstyle would be like we'd do a big pull together, and then both disc priests like go in there and power infusion themselves and start spamming like Holy Nova, right? And we're tanky enough as the warlocks that we can kind of like survive. They don't have to worry about us so much, you know, like that probably would have been better, man. Did you go harder leveling in last TBC? I mean, in terms of hours played, bro, it's the same. Like we went like pretty much in the same amount of time that I stayed up in that 30 hours. Like we pretty much just like leveled almost to 70, you know. You know, we probably played that same amount and then like logged off at like 68 or something, and then came back and finished it the next day or something like that. But yeah, it's Dungeon Cleave is a crazy one because it tests your understanding of the game, to be honest. It's actually a pretty good test of your overall understanding of the game. Preparation, game knowledge, game mechanics, how organized you are, like how does your mind interpret a situation, like how do we... Yeah, it's actually a pretty like, it's a pretty good test. I like it actually. Dungeon cleaving, I enjoy it. But when you have the right players in place and everybody's locked in, I actually find it like pretty enjoyable. You see Ompi hit 70 in like 19 hours? Yeah, I heard, man. That's incredible, man. It's incredible. I'm happy he got it, bro. So he actually got like NA first, right? Like just 100. Did he have a like a mob tagger though? Someone was saying that he had like a mob tagger or something. That would probably devalue it a bit, but I mean not by much. But like if someone's actually like basically like killing the mob swarm and stuff, you know, it's just kind of like hits a little bit different. I still think it's a legit title though, you know what I mean? Like you did it, like that's the rules of the game and you just did it. Like his girl was out of party pocket healing. That's not as hard. That's not as bad as like. It's not as bad as mob tagging though, right? I don't think that's too crazy. Mob tagging and like killing the mobs is different. Mob tagging is like you are like people are fishing you the mobs, so they're kind of pulling them for you. You're dealing just enough damage for it to give you full credit, and then they kill the mobs. That's kind of like borderline cheese. Someone just healing you, I actually don't think it's too crazy, honestly. She was in party sometimes. Oh, Liz healed him. And it kind of hits different that it's literally his like wife, you know, his girlfriend too. So it's like, you know, it's like his supportive spouse or wife trying to help him on his, you know, mission or whatever. It's kind of like, I don't know. That's dope though, bro. I'm happy for him. Yeah, they're being cute. Yeah. I'm trying to learn prop pally right now, and it's not as easy as I thought it'd be after bear maining as long as I did. HC troll warrior waiting room. Yeah. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I missed that character a bit already too. There's just a lot I want to do though. I'm not sure what the plan's gonna be exactly. Like I do want to have a priest, but leveling a priest, I'm starting to like feel the itch to have a PvE character. Oh, sorry. If we F'd, it'll come back. I don't know what that is. It just happens sometimes. Hang in there. We're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're back. Sorry about that. I don't know. It's something about restreaming. It crashes for a second. But yo, boys, like, I really appreciate you watching the stream right now. I know everybody's streaming, you know, launch. You have every option in the world. It means more than you think that you're choosing my stream to watch. Like, I freaking really appreciate it, guys. And I appreciate you guys being honest with me, calling me on my shit too, you know, like not making it an echo chamber in here, you know, like it's good comms, man. Oh, dude, no way. Adaro, bro. Yo, Adaro with the 5. Thanks so much, dude. I actually forgot to update a couple. I think we're actually up to 97 now. I forgot to update some. Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Those subs, basically just reinvesting all of it back into the channel, boys. I want to get like a better camera and stuff too. Like this camera actually was a couple $100 or something, but it looks like shit. This webcam, I don't know. I need to get like a better webcam. I want to get a PC in my New York house. So when I go over there and visit my kids, I can keep streaming for you guys, you know. Because I'm gonna go visit my kids in like mid-February, so I'll be out of pocket for a few days unless I can figure like buy a PC over there or something. Yo, let me ask you though, guys, is it a terrible time to buy a PC? That's what I've been hearing. Like RAM is so expensive and all this that people are saying you should just chill and wait. When is the documentary? Winky's been actively working on it. I mean, he wants to release it before OnlyFans 3 comes out to build hype for, like, and he thinks that's gonna be the most hype time. But it's already overdue, to be honest with you. The documentary should, like, episode 1 should have already been out. So I think Winky, if I'm being honest, like, he's in a weird place where he should get help on the documentary to get it produced. But he's kind of an artist in a way. He wants it to be exactly the vision he wants. You know what I mean? He's like particular about it, which I think is a good thing. He wants it to be exactly how he wants it to be, as his love letter to the game. Because last time he told me, bro, like once he launches that, he's basically done with WoW. Like that's gonna be his final act of service to the community, and then that's it. So. Yeah, thanks for the subs, Adar. I appreciate it, man. Chill for 5 years. Only going to get worse. What's that, Creona? Sorry, I didn't understand that. I went to get pizza. What documentary? Oh, there's a hardcore WoW documentary that Winky's been working on for, I want to say, maybe like 9 months now. He flew people out to where his location. He flew out 2 people. He did interviews with like a proper like camera setup and all that with me, with Grays, and a lot of like the hardcore people. And he's hoping to just like tell the story of hardcore WoW. He's really big into the Super Smash Bros community, and the Super Smash Bros community is kind of similar to the hardcore WoW community, from my understanding. I'm not really a part of that community, but that's what Winky has told me. Where it started off as like a grassroots thing, and then it turned into this big renaissance for Smash Bros. And a big part of that was this documentary they did. And so he's trying to like create, maybe some of you know the documentary I'm talking about. He's trying to create something like that for WoW, some kind of documentary like that. Yo, what's up, Rosie? It's the pickleball goat. Damn, Rosie, have you played pickleball? Have you heard of pickleball? I know people like to meme about that too, but yeah, good to see you. How's your launch going? Yeah, I stayed up. It was a 30-hour stream, I'm pretty sure, boys. 30-hour. Big Rosie in the house. Good to see you, Rosie. Big Rosie. Queen Rosie. I've heard of it. A lot of people in Amsterdam play it, I think. Yeah, I think it's like it's more of an NA thing at the moment, but it's growing across the world. So, yo, how is duo leveling in TBC, guys? Is it fun? Anybody ever do it? Like, are the quests duo friendly? Hell yeah, good to have you here, Rosie. I'm really glad to have met you recently. You know, I feel like kind of like new-ish to the classic scene and stuff. It's cool to meet like new streamers and stuff. PC's getting too expensive right now. Oh yeah, Felguard's feeling good. Felguard's insane, bro. For like leveling, I mean, compare this to Voidwalker. Like, Voidwalker is so ass. Unless they changed it in TBC and made it actually have a bit more threat. Leveling with it in vanilla is cheeks, man. Like, on private servers it wasn't too bad, but in actual classic values, yeah. Actual classic values, rough. I heard, yeah, he's 69, right? That's insane. That's insane. My boy gets to go to sleep soon. We'll see how it is. We're just doing some quests right now, following this RXP guide. Maybe it's pretty fast. Maybe it's pretty fast. I mean, it's kind of good to do this because I want to play TBC hardcore, right? So by doing these quests, we're gonna like remember what's dangerous, what's worth doing, what's not worth doing. So it's actually really good to do this. My TBC launch is not going well, to be honest. Not feeling all too well. Oh, I'm sorry. Feeling under the weather. It's kind of the same with Grays, right? Grays has been like sick for like a few days, and he's been like having to stream through it. It's rough. Yeah, hopefully you feel better, fam. Hopefully you feel better. I hope duo leveling works pretty well, and like we could do that, like hardcore duo leveling. Yeah, TBC hardcore duo leveling. Hopefully it's a good time. You can roll like warrior shaman or something. Yo, nom, brother. I'm about to boost you a shaman, man. If you're down, if you want to duo, you want to duo, bro. Like we'll go shaman warrior. It's so fun. Shaman warrior is the best duo, man. Duo dungeons. I thought it was going to be way more congested, but I just did all of it in the grand without a single person contesting a mob. Yeah, yo, you guys know there's over 1 million people playing Anniversary? It's kind of crazy. I'm happy about that, though. That's cool. That's cool as hell. I can admit Shaman Warrior is the only way to play Warrior. Yeah. How many layers are there? Not sure. I know there's at least 10. I don't know if there's more than that. Yes, sir. The big Felguard. Demo. Demo is chill, dude. It is chill. Oh, I don't have Soul Link on. I'm a fucking noob. I am a noob. I feel like TBC hardcore is just vanilla hardcore still, because not many people are going to make it to 60 to get the Outlands. I don't know though. I don't know about that. Like I don't know too much about it yet because I'm leveling my first one now. But some of you guys have been watching my Troll Warrior, right? I feel like it is way faster to level. Like my Troll Warrior is under 2 days played. He's like maybe like a day and 14 hours, and he's 43. And I don't know, bro. It might be like 3 days played to 60 or something or less with TBC. So it's way faster. And all the, like, most of the elites are normal, you know, and the dungeon gear is crazy good. So it's not super hard. It's not super hard. It's more super fun, you know. The old world PvC hardcore, like 1 to 60. Hope the bad vibes vacate and you can get back to having fun. Mostly mentally. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's like a mental thing, Rosie. It's not like a physical thing. Like you're feeling fried. Is it the pressure or what? I don't know if I should PvP people, bro. I mean, we're kind of a Giga Chad as Felguard spec. You guys want to see world PvP? Do we fight people? Try and convince a homie to go duo HC with me. Yeah. I mean, Gray's got the like 63 hardcore. He's pumping it. Before he went to sleep, I think. You owe me a kill from last night. True, Token. You're right, dude. I owe you. Yeah, that's 5 scalps. Nah, I owe you with interest. I need 5 scalps for my boy Token. The Alliance can come get the smoke. Part of me wants to level with TBC music, boys. The only problem is it's gonna make me like go fall asleep. I need to like kind of listen to something with some BPM. The Zangar Marsh music in the rain, boys. I'm gonna be going back to sleep. But I love the ambience of TBC. It's amazing. You just gotta stay, keep the energy going, you know? Hell yeah. Scalps. Yeah, I saw this video. So both Pilov and Nixiom made this video responding back to that interview that we watched the other day on stream from the Blizzard devs, that like business interview. And people are kind of fucked up about Chris Metzen saying that they regret naming it Warcraft. That was a weird thing to hear, bro. I don't know if that's actually even true, because Chris Metzen always had the vibe of Warcraft, right? He was always like kind of the best person to like hype people up, and you know, he's like a voice actor, and like I feel like he always spiritually like understood the vibe, like orcs versus humans type of vibe. But yeah, that is crazy. Like I don't know if you guys didn't see that. Pretty much he was saying like they almost regret naming it Warcraft because it's too, what do you say, edgy or too aggressive? It's like, what? Kind of a crazy take. He was Thrall, yeah. Getting a lot of Pilov shorts. Is he based? I'm not sure. I can't figure him out. He has a lot of viewers and he has a lot of following, but he is kind of like a lone wolf in terms of content creators. He kind of does his own thing and he's pretty unhinged and he just says what he believes. I respect that aspect of it. But I do think and I think he's mainly a classic handy, not a retail guy. But he's like obviously very critical of the classic community. So I don't really know. I don't know him well enough. I mean, I remember he made that like big not expose, but like that meme video on Tips Out back in the day. That kind of blew up. He's very loud though, bro. He's very loud. But I never met him before. I played with him on PTR a couple times. I think he's kind of a gamer. I think he actually is a very sweaty player, but like either doesn't realize it I mean, because I saw him crash out the other day losing world buffs, right? I was like,
Well then, go in peace. Goodbye.
I do like that he's critical of Blizzard though. Like I'm that's my wavelength right now, where obviously like I don't hate the people at Blizzard, but I actually feel like if you're a content creator, if you're someone who's like actively covering a game, you almost have like a responsibility to the community to not be in Blizzard's back pocket. Does that make sense? Like you it shouldn't be fake, but it should be like, I think it's bad when the content creators are in the publisher's back pocket. I actually think it's bad because they pretty much are going to be. It's like a monopoly or like collusion or whatever. Like people need to be like kind of like independent. Like it's some of the criticism people were saying with Ashes of Creation as well. That Ashes were like partnering with a lot of the creators and giving them like referral links to sell the game. And you know, there absolutely are people that no matter what Blizzard does, they're going to be like Blizzard defenders, you know, Blizzard shills, Blizzard, whatever you want to call them. And they just like do crazy mental gymnastics to kind of like do damage control, like PR control in the state of the game and Blizzard's intentions and all that. Bro, I think it's pretty clear. Like Blizzard actually has no vision, bro. Like they really are confused. They just like flip-flopped on the mage boosting thing. So it may not even be mean-spirited. They just might be lost in the sauce, bro. Like they may not just like, I don't think Holly plays the game at all. Like, you know, like they're obsessed with the Fel Reaver and TBC, right? They're like obsessed with like, they think Era is no changes vanilla. So I don't know, bro. I do think it was a bad look. Like, okay, I've been getting a lot of flack recently, guys. People saying, yo, I miss, you know, your old vibes. You used to be less critical of Blizzard. You used to not be such a doomer on stuff. I do want to believe I'm a cup half full person overall, you know? But part of it is like trying to create entertainment and leaning into it and not really giving a fuck anymore and just saying like, yo, I'm just gonna say how I feel, fuck it, I don't really care, like, you know, and get a rise out of people. Part of it is that, but the other part of it is that we are actually at a crossroads. We are at a junction with Classic WoW where they're actively making big decisions on how they're going to do like a Classic Plus or whatever they're going to call it. If there was ever a time to be very critical of Blizzard, if there was ever a time to push back on the retail scope creep or whatever you want to call it, design creep, it would be now, right? If ever there is a time, you know, if that Hurricane trailer for TBC came out, like the one they just put out, like, and it was just in a vacuum, whatever, bro. Like, I wouldn't even, it's just whatever. But the fact that the future is uncertain, people don't know how they're going to do Classic Plus, like, and all we see, right, is like this obsession with player housing, with the Chinese servers, you know, the cutesification, the Disneyfication of Warcraft. Them saying like pretty much Warcraft isn't Warcraft. You know, the obsession with cosmetics and pets and player housing, all this, right? Like, looking kind of sus, right? So I would just say like we should be critical of them, bro, and try to basically push to, you know, have Classic feel classic, right? Like, I agree. It's the one thing they're going, if they're going the OSRS approach and working with the community about changes, but dealing with the creators only is weird. Oh my god, Fel Reaver killed me. It's almost like a meme, dude. I thought it would actually, the other day I had this idea, I thought it would be so funny, man, if somebody wanted to capitalize on basically like the live action South Park episode meme that is Blizzard, where like they could do little skits, like almost like Key and Peele style skits on like the Blizzard internal like boardroom conversations, like how they came up with the Rufus pet and stuff, you know, like. I don't think most people have an issue with being critical, but it has to be constructive. Just saying this is bad when they have no vision doesn't help anybody. Yeah. No, I feel you. You have to balance that. Like, if you're gonna piss and moan, you have to also, in the same breath, come up with like an alternative or something, right? You can't just like complain without any kind of like alternative or solution. So like, you know, I try to like just have a very simple philosophy on it, and I'm getting better at like structuring my thoughts so it doesn't piss people off as much, where it's like, look guys, like I just want era versions of the trilogy as a backup that we can play just in case it's classic minus, you know, something like that. It feels like very like digestible, like as opposed to like, you know, like, so that's kind of where I'm at, you know. Like I think it's very likely that whatever, like, dude, it's possible Blizzard does like retail character animations or transmog or something just like totally unhinged with Classic Plus, right? And it's just like hilarious because like some of the stuff that gets green lighted, right? Like just like the Rufus pet, the retail models, and the trailer, like you just never know what they're gonna do, man. They just need to keep the classic trilogy in a loop, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. Better be TBC era, yo, for real, bro. They better have TBC era, man. Seriously, dude. Like, what are you guys gonna play? It might just be time to fucking move on. Like, imagine there's no TBC era, there's no Wrath, and we have to play Classic Plus, but for whatever reason, the Classic Plus feels like Classic Minus to you, right? And then what are you gonna play at that point? Just go back to era, play with Greek Wario and Dwarf Lord? Maybe, but I'd probably just rather just go play pickleball or something, or like go touch grass. Like Gremlins 2 Key and Peele sketch, pretty much the same thing. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Okay, we got the Scout Joba's report. Nice. Just looking for these wings. This quest is it's a tough one. I might skip that actually. Killing the crawlers, level 65. This quest is nearby. Let's see if I can do this. I'd go back to super casual retail, try and do M+ stuff there, and probably light raid. Yeah. Classic Plus is 100% the time to insert each and every micro. And the thing is, bro, like I'm less pissed off about Blizzard making money. Like, that doesn't really bother me so much. It's more about like their style, their direction, their vibe. Like, that's the thing that off-puts me more. Like, I'd actually be okay with paying more for a classic, like if it just meant like the game was better, or like they're putting in more effort with it. So I don't know. It just blows my mind that TBC comes out. This is a classic thing. And they greenlit the idea that the trailer is gonna have retail models. Like, am I reading too much into that? Or is that you could make a case where like they're trying to kind of like butter us up or like soften us up on just like the retail way of being, all of it, right? Like they put dual spec in, they put like mounts, they put probably gonna put a token, and then we're sort of getting like psyoped into feeling like, oh, the retail models don't look so bad, you know, like, and then just boom. I could see that happening, man, honestly. And then what are people gonna do? People are gonna cry and bitch and moan for like a week on Reddit, and then nothing's gonna change, you know? And we just have retail models in the classic, bro. It's an obvious play. Yeah, I mean, but dude, if you go look at that trailer, it's overwhelmingly positive, dude. The feedback on it, like, but they could be rigging it at the same time. Because look at this. I put a poll on my channel. Look at the results of this. Okay, look at this, boys. I put a poll on my channel. Thoughts on the new TBC WoW trailer? 858 votes. People said it was retail slop, not a good trailer. I mean, And good trailer, to me, like I put good trailer isn't like a high benchmark. It's like saying like, oh, it's a solid trailer. Like it's a decent trailer. 858 votes is not nothing, you know? So I feel like they might be like hiding comments on it, or like deleting comments, or the comments are AI, or I'm not sure, but like we're not totally alone in this. It's just like a small, slight, low-grade slap in the face. The classic players, like, oh, you guys are excited for this classic thing? Well, here's the trailer with like the retail models. Enjoy. Player housing hype. I liked it, but don't you come from a retail background though, right? So like you're probably used to it. A lot of us we're like classic native, you know, like we like pretty much this is like the only version we play, you know. So if they're gonna come out with a classic thing for the classic player base, if we kind of want to feel like that would be my like question for people too, you know, like do you even want to be in the same conversation as retail, or would you rather it be another conversation? You know, some people are a bit half and half and they play both, but I would hope that there's a good amount of classic candies that are like, you know, I'm happy for the retail people, bro. Like they have their thing. I'm not trying to take away from their Animal Crossing, like, you know, player housing thing. If they want to go collect futons, and Godspeed, have a good one. But like you're not really trying to be put into that conversation, right? Like just let that be retail, let it be its own thing, you know, have it be like no crossover, you know. Yo, what up, Nacho? How you doing, brother? Your community agrees with you more than the retail annies, but bro, I get a lot of flack as well. I'm borderline on board with the dead internet theory. It's 80% bots and algos. The internet of the mid-2000s is dead. Ooh, interesting. I never heard about that. Yo, what up, Nacho? Yeah, dude, just waking up. I got about 5 hours of sleep. Ate some food. Had some wings, and then just ate some dark chocolate. Not super healthy, but we're back, brother. Just waking up for work. What is it? Is this Saturday? Is it Saturday or Friday right now, boys? Oh, no, it's Friday, right? It's about to be Saturday. Okay. Sorry. DGen gamer husk right now, losing track of reality. Worst trailer made by Hurricane? Yeah, I mean, they clearly had a lot of impact on that trailer. You know, Hurricane is a private server guy, right? Like he made those trailers for private servers, just to get our ducks in a row. He didn't always work for Blizzard. He made those insane high production value, like gory, dark, edgy. It wasn't really gory, actually. It's not the right word, but like just like those amazing cinematic Warcraft trailers for private servers. Blizzard recruits him, and then again, his work gets Disney-fied. You know what I mean? Like it's look at his OG TBC trailer. Like it's night and day. There's no blood, E for everybody. Like, yo, what up, Denakina? Good to see you. That all-night gaming will blur time hard. Exactly. I still, you know, I feel pretty good, but I still don't feel amazing, you know. Game 30 hours or whatever, and then sleep 5. But alright, we did this. I wonder if it was because they wanted the communal gear theme across the video. Level check. We're 65 right now, Dana. 65. Yeah, 65 and a quarter. Got a bunch of quests completed though. How you doing, Dana? Did you play yet? You playing yet? Hell yeah. You're on mobile. Yeah, I don't know, Num. You just, they can't be that dumb to think it wouldn't be a slap in the face to classic players. The best case scenario is that like Hurricane just made it, and then Blizzard saw it and was like, oh, this is gonna ruffle some feathers in the classic community, but whatever, like he already made it, so just put it out. But more likely than not, they actually, bro, imagine they actually told him to do that though. Imagine they told him. They're like, no, buddy, pal. You want that check, brother? You want that bag? You gotta make it look like this. 100% they told him. Like, you realize that there were non-Giga Chad rank 14 outfits in that video with some basic communal gear. Oh yeah, I didn't pay attention to that actually. What trailer? I mean, go watch it on stream, bro. I'm sure you guys all saw it already though, right? You want to see my live crash out? I'm not even mad, honestly, bro. Just give us fucking Era, dude. I'll shut the fuck up, man. Just give us Trilogy Era, like literally, like. But look at this, yo. Look at the thumbnail, dog. Bro, look at the thumbnail straight out of Midnight, dude. Oh my god, dude. Bro, you can't tell me that's not a slap in the face to classic players, bro. You can't tell me. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Like even if you're like. Bro, you can't tell me you can't tell me that with a straight face. You can't tell me that with a straight face. There's just no way. You can't tell me that with a straight face, bro. It's not a slap in the face. They read the character models are front and center. If you think about it, dude, this is on the thumbnail, bro. Like it's like 60% of the thumbnail is just two faces that are retail character model faces. That these don't even exist in TBC. TBC does not look like that. You guys understand that, right? There is nothing in TBC that looks like those two faces. Why do you care so much about a simple trailer? Like I said before, brother, I'm trying to be calm and collected when I explain this. Is this true or false, boys? If there ever was a time or reason to care, it would be now. If ever. If you ever plan on giving a shit about this game, it's right now, because they are actively making some attempt at Classic Plus, bro. Like they're on the fence right now of like what direction to go with it design wise. They're like in an exploratory phase. They're releasing player housing. They're coming out with a new retail expansion. They're trying to come up with a roadmap for the next like 20 years of WoW. This is not just another normal day and a normal trailer, because that trailer in a vacuum, I agree, isn't super inflammatory, bro. It's just whatever, bro. But if you look at the context surrounding it, if you look at where we are as a community overall, where Classic is, the decisions that are up in the air, I would argue that, Joe, now is the time, bro. If you give a shit at all, it's now or never. Paw Patrol hype. I honestly feel like they're stress testing the plan to sunset Classic. Wow, you think so, huh? I did have a thought the other day that they might actually basically try to fuse it with retail. Like, connect it in some way. I believe they're going to keep the Era server online, though. In their mind, they think Era is no changes vanilla, and they probably will keep that around, bro. That's why we gotta push for TBC and not look at Era, boys. Like I'm telling you, that's the only dog in the fight that we need. I don't really care what they do with Classic Plus. Actually, bro, put retail characters in Classic Plus. I really don't care. As long as we get the trilogy, era versions, bro, knock yourself out. Do whatever you want to do. You know, try things. You know, Godspeed. This doesn't affect me. Yo, Rage, by the way, thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you, man. How's your stream going, bro? What level are you guys? Thanks, man. 6 view. Welcome, guys. 6 viewers from Rage. Welcome. Trailer seems like a nothing burger. Probably just use some retail models because they're higher res. Nah, man, I don't think so, dude. I don't think so, Blizzard. Here's the thing, bro. I did work with them, man. I worked with them for like a year. For like a year, dog. Like, I kind of got a taste of what it's like how much red tape there is. Bro, they actually care what content creators say. Believe me or not, they're like hard stuck on Reddit too, bro. Like, I almost guarantee you, man, they're actually watching even a lot of the streams that I have where I'm critical of them. And not just me, it's like they're watching Zaru, they're watching all these people, right? So maybe you could actually say they put too much stock into like what like these creators say. Like, maybe that's true, bro, honestly. What am I going to say about it? But they're sensitive. Blizzard is sensitive. They're very sensitive. They actually have like basically like no-go blacklists of who to work with and who not to work with. I promise you, that's a fact. That is a fact. That is not a rumor. That is a fact. I know actual certain creators that are on like basically the blacklist, and like they just won't touch them with a 9-foot pole. This guy's PvPing. Can I PvP this guy? Kind of low health though, bro. It's not really an honorable fight. But I do owe this guy scalps though, so. It's gonna shock me. Good shock. Into the intercept. Into the. But yo, like you would think that they're a big billion-dollar company, right? Like there's no way, like it could be a nothing burger. Like they're clearly not going to be sensitive, bro. They're like a big company. They're so sensitive. They're so sensitive, dude. Yo, someone's saying we hit 67 almost 68. Gonna hit it hard tomorrow. We had a Blade of Wizardry drop for our group. Oh shit, you had a Blade of Wizardry? Isn't that like Biss? What does that do again? That's some. It's got some crazy like proc or something, right? Damn, dude, Blade of Wizardry hype, bro. You guys split the gold? Hell yeah, dude. Congrats. That's a sick pump. Yeah, I'm 65 at the moment. It's a little rough. I had a rough dungeon clear, but we made it work though, honestly. Get out of this ring of frost thing. Fear this guy. Oh, he's immune to fear. Oh, that's no bueno. This guy's immune to fear, bro. Just drain him, probably should be fine. Immune to fear, bro. Look how OP Warlock is, bro. Drain tank him. I put it on the age for 50k. Hope I wake up with the gold. Holy smokes, 50k, 50 bones. I mean, it's really good. It has like a haste proc or something, doesn't it? I saw bits and part of your dungeon cleave. Melee still on top or what? Yeah. No, I mean, is this fair to say, Rage? Like, I do think spell cleave has a higher potential, but you need to be like really locked in, like practice, rehearsed with the pulls, the right comp, everybody like pretty much like full sweat. If it's not that, melee cleave is better. I agree. I actually think so. It's just like way more brain dead. It doesn't. You don't wipe. Like you just kill one pack really efficiently and just keep moving. I agree. I 100% think that's true at this point. Yeah. How can we solo self-found duo? The checkbox doesn't allow party. What, on the hardcore app or something, man? the hardcore app. Range honestly requires way too much brain power. Yeah, dude, I want to melee cleave. Like, I want to go warrior. Like, I'm kind of feeling a PvE arc brewing in me. I didn't think that was going to be the case, but we'll just see how it goes. I want to play warrior, dude. It's that troll warrior, man. It got the best of me. Like, brown class is just so fun. Why is brown class so fun, guys? It's the most fun I ever had, like, PvE is warrior, like in vanilla or whatever, right? It's like the rank 14 warrior, the whole aura, the aesthetic, the vibe, tanking, top DPS, so fun, man. This is pretty chill though, just doing some open world leveling. I feel like it's actually like going kind of fast, faster than I thought. We have a fat stack of quests. We have a fat stack of quests saved up right now. Turned it in probably like 65.5. Fury War is way too much fun in dungeons. I agree. I agree, man. Warrior Gaming is peak. What's up, Shoot the Thrill? How you doing, bro? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but like, yo, look at this trailer. I'll watch it for a second. 2 minutes long. I'll just skip through it. It's got the same Disney aesthetic. Like in a vacuum, it's kind of cool. You know, it's cool seeing the Dark Portal brought to life like this. You know, like in Hellfire. It's some cool imagery here. Now there is people in classic, you know, tier sets, but dude, if it's really simple as that. If these characters did not have retail models, this trailer would actually be. It would not even. I wouldn't even notice it. It would just be like kind of a mildly cool thing. It really is just the retail models were like a. Bro. Come on, man. I'm not even mad. Do I look mad? I'm not even mad, bro. It's literally just Keck popcorn. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, it's just the Keck popcorn moment. Like, and then look at this, bro. Like, look at this part. There's one part, like, right as soon as they step through the dark portal. I like this. This is cool. Like, they go through Felguards, Chaos. They do a good job of, like, making that look cool. Like, and then, like, the first scene after that is... There's no blood on that, which is whatever. It's like Fortnite, whatever, bro. It's whatever. Fortnite gaming. Yo, the Fell Reaver, monk ass. So the next scene after that. Okay, this is objectively cool, bro. This looks really fucking cool. Zangarmarsh. I like the way it looks, bro. Yeah, like they got the night elf with the fairy dragons though. Like, dude, like. Bro, that's so classic minus. I can't even explain it to you, bro. Like, it's like, if they're gonna make stuff for classic players, make it feel like classic. Am I crazy? Am I cooked? Is that too crazy of a take? Is this some crazy unhinged take, dude? Am I? If you're gonna make classic stuff, just make it like for classic players, right? Just make the old school models, make it look like the old school Warcraft aesthetic. You know, like, is this insane, bro? Like the fairy dragon gloving. Okay. I'm done. The zones are clean. Targeted 11-year-old K-pop fans, and that's cool for retail, man. Make it cool. Make it targeted for them, right? But I just hope, like, okay, basically it's like on level 1 you can watch the trailer and not be perturbed by it in any way. But it's like kind of if you read between the lines, you know, if you think about it a little bit deeper, you know, it's not immediately intuitive like what the issues might be, but at the same time it's also not rocket science. Like, I guess their target audience is retail players because they know classic players will play either way. It's possible. Yeah, let me look at this. The comments though, bro. Let me see if they're deleting comments. Yeah, you see my comment there? 0 upvotes, of course, bro. Oh, shittiest cinematic ever. Like, but okay. Am I the only one who feels like it looks more like a Disney movie rather than a Warcraft cinematic? True, though. Lowest cinematic in history. Wow. Oh, actually some based comments, dude. 100% today, Blizzard doesn't know their product. WoW isn't the happy game. It's about war, death, and destruction. I mean, bro, just have retail be the Disney happy Animal Crossing game and have classic be like the high fantasy, more dark version, right? Just retail slop trailer. Damn, bro. Actually, some base comments. I thought they were deleting these. I love this art style. Make the game look like this, please. Smoke Trail 9181. See, dog, this is such a cooked take, bro. Why is Blizzard re-releasing old content over and over instead of making new content that's just like the old one better? They try to make it family friendly, but they know the Warcraft is the only successful thing they can release. I mean, I don't know, bro. It's okay to play old versions of the game. It's fine. It doesn't look like a Assault version of the game, rather. Hurricane is the GOAT. What is this Disney-like trailer? Let me see. Let me see the top comment, bro. Oh, I wish they made these cinematics like the old ones, darker and more serious. The irony. Oh, bro, this is actually based. Maybe they're not deleting character. Maybe they're not deleting comments. Look, the irony of the trailer, character models being from retail. Bro, that's the top comment, actually. That's the top comment, guys. The irony of the character, the irony. That's the perfect word, bro. The irony of the trailer character models being from retail. They had the main characters in communal gear. Is this what you were saying, Nom Nom? To like almost encourage the boost or whatever. That's whatever. I don't care about that though. Yeah, bro. Okay. You think Hurricane was able to just cook on that how he wanted? You think Hurricane opted to have the characters in communal gear? There's just no way, dude. There's just no way. There's just no way. It's probably easier to code on new models. I think he just uses WoW character model program, bro. It's the same one I have, the same one all the creators use for thumbnails. You can get the old models in there too, bro. It doesn't have to be the retail ones. I think that's how they do it. Is they use WoW character model viewer and they just, you know, like enhance those. That's how Platinum WoW does it, at least. Have you slept? I slept 5 hours. Yeah. Yes, that's what I was talking about, Leaky. That's been making waves. I reacted to that, and I had an opinion on it as well. But like Pilov, Nixium, well, this guy with the he's cooked, bro. He's cooked. Even that alone, dead on board. There you go. Tokens. Getting some scalps for you, bro. Some scalps for you, my friend. Blood for the blood god. Blood for the blood god. Make the health stone. Wait. React to any of the videos? React to any of the launch trailer? I mean, you guys saw it already, bro. Just skip through it. There's a lot of beautiful stuff in it, man. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, some of the imagery is really cool. I think like the terrain is sick, bro. Like look at Zank, look at Nagran, look at Terracar. But at the same time, bro, you have to admit that we're living in a day and age now where you can have AI make really good things like this too. That the table stakes are way higher now. You know what I mean? It's weird that we're living in a time where you can look at this and this is like mid, right? How weird is that? It's like I could literally make this an Adobe Firefly. Look the same. But yeah, it's just the character models premium, bro. Like it is a slap in the face. Like and I 100% believe that it is a conscious and premeditated decision from Blizzard to put that in there to start softening us up, man. This is a cool scene though with the bombs. Oh, the Nixiom and P-Lob ones? Oh, yeah, we could. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, we could watch those in a little bit. I only watched like a couple minutes of it. Bro, that's wild. We have 530, but it's... Oh, it's with Jerome. That's right. Okay. So we got 253. Nice. It's still pretty good. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's see. Drain schematics. That drops from anything. Any Naga, I believe. We need to do the Umbra Friend quest. As the Crow Flies, that's from... Yeah. It hasn't been 5 hours since you logged off. Yeah. What's up, Sleeping? Good to see you. Good to see you, fam. Good to see you. Ooh, Talrador guards. That's bad. This looks like a retail trailer, 100%. Damn, what up, Manimal? It's been like a long time ago, man. Remember that name? Can I see the talents? Yeah, sure, man. Just fellow guard demo. Pretty normal looking. Demonic resilience is going to be better for leveling than demonic knowledge. Just so your pet takes less damage. That's one of the only flex points I think with this demo spec. And then we're affliction instead of destruction. For just like hits, insta corruption, amplify. We'll move down to like nightfall and stuff. Oh. Do we want Scryer or Aldor for lock PvP? We want Aldor, brother. Aldor. Unless you're playing like Destro lock and you want that crit. I think that's like the difference for all the classes. Scryer gives you like crit. It's the same thing for like melee attack power and Warriors want Scryer. I think Rogue wants Scryer too, but they want Aldor's sword. So they kind of probably have to go Aldor and then go Scryer after if they want to fully min-max. It sounds like a nightmare, so they probably just go Aldor for the sword and say, fuck it. Just a little bit of crit you're missing. Yeah, unidentified plant parts. We turn that in. One of these people. This kind of thing.
Wish to speak, ancestors watch over us.
See you later, Mushroom. Got to get up early for the farmer's market. Got the 62.5. Hell yeah, dude. Good luck at the farmer's market, man. Oh, Boglash. I'm just gonna get a Boglash spawn. Just easily, just the easy Boglash spawn. One does not simply just get a Boglash spawn like that, surely. As good as TBC is, it's still bad design to more or less ditch the old world. The thing is, brother, they're not ditching the old world. That's just, it's a misconception in my opinion, and we can agree. We can like talk about it, you know, if you don't think that's the case. But if you're new to TBC, you may be thinking the old world is dead, but you actually go back to the old world a lot. There's bis game consumables from the old world. You still have to level professions. You still have to level. You still have to go get dark runes, demonic runes, free action potions, ecos, the elixir of demon slaying. Even the flasks in vanilla are pretty good, and like stuff like Crusader enchant is still good because Mongoose is so expensive. Spell power enchant still good. I think Flask of Supreme Power is still kind of good for some reason. I forget why. But yeah, you still go back to Old World quite a bit, you know. I mean, even just like, you know, class trainers and stuff. They don't have that in chat. Darkmoon Fair, like any buffs that you want. I mean, I think the buffs don't work after 60 years or something like that. You still want to do Darkmoon Fair for quests and stuff. Yeah, I could react to it. Nixiom. Oh, it's not on his main channel. It must be like on his React channel or something. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Nixiom talks.
Kick a hornet's nest. I'm well aware that I'm about to do it, but you know, I see these comments popping up all the time in my YouTube comment section talking about how woke World of Warcraft is, and I'm going to share my opinions on that. So, first and foremost, what is this dreaded quote that everybody has been retweeting, everybody has been talking about? It is this. I have it saved right over here. Give you a little context beforehand. Chris Metzen and friends, they are talking about the fact that they really want to expand the World of Warcraft IP. They don't just want World of Warcraft to be limited to the MMO anymore, I guess, in their mind, Hearthstone and such. They want World of Warcraft to be bigger. They want the Warcraft IP to be as large as possible. So maybe they're hinting at television shows or more movies or just spin-off games or something. I mean, how cool would it be to have like a single-player role-playing
Can you hear that okay?
set in the Warcraft universe? I mean, I would absolutely love that. I don't know about you guys, but I think that'd be great. But that's kind of what they're talking about here. And Chris Metzen makes this comment, and it's the comment that everybody is losing their minds over. But I feel like we should read it in that context. So what is this dreaded quote? Well, it actually comes from Holly. So it's Holly. You guys might know her from the World of Warcraft team. She's talking about something that Chris Metzen said. So here's the full quote. She
I'll
says,
just turn off the music for a second.
"It's a fantastic IP. In my humble opinion, it's been underutilized, and I just want to bring it to as many people as possible. And that means evolving what Warcraft means, what it is and where it's going. We want it to be approachable. Chris Metzen sometimes is like, I wish we hadn't called it Warcraft. It sounds intimidating," unquote, on the Chris Metzen bit. But I'm like, nobody really thinks about, or nobody really thinks that about Warhammer. It's an understood name. And that's the quote that everybody is tweeting out, because there's two things in there that everybody is freaking out over. So the first thing is the fact that Holly, this, you know, in many people's opinion, this kind of relatively, you know, this newcomer.
That's what I was about to say. It's kind of just weird how that works in life. The people in charge of the whole IP, it's like a universe. It's an intellectual property. Like, they can be completely new, you know? Like, it's kind of messed up that that's... I feel like in future, there's probably going to be a different way where people create, like, intellectual properties. They create universes where, like, the actual people who love it have some stake in it, where you can't just get, like, rug pulled, you know? But maybe, honestly, the other perspective on it is that everything in life dies, you know? We die. Everything dies. Everything blossoms and everything dies, you know? And, like, you just have to, like, enjoy something while it's good, and then when it dies, you know. That's the other perspective on it.
This filthy newcomer to Blizzard Entertainment in the grand scheme of things is talking about how World of Warcraft needs to change with time. The Warcraft name, the brand, the whatever, it needs to evolve, she's saying. It needs to change so that way it can be better utilized in the future and the Warcraft IP can be expanded to other things. And that's the first thing that people are freaking out about. People are saying, like, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, no, like, don't change what Warcraft means. Keep Warcraft, Warcraft. And if that's not bad enough, then...
Keep Warcraft, Warcraft, though? Thoughts on that, though? Because, like, it hasn't been Warcraft for a long-ass time. Are they talking about retail? Is that, like, the no changes retail people? Keep Warcraft, Warcraft. I want my damn transmog and my damn battle pets and my player housing. Don't you touch the spirit of Warcraft. I want to do M+.
Have Chris Metzen himself making this comment saying, oh, I wish we hadn't have called it Warcraft because it's a little too intimidating. And people, of course, are upset about that because, first of all, it's Chris Metzen saying it. Chris Metzen is kind of like in some people's minds, Chris is like the father of WoW. He is like, and also he kind of like...
Nah, Kevin Jordan, bro. Kevin Jordan.
Like enchantment, he embodies the Warcraft spirit. You know, he created all that old art of Warcraft back in the day, those pencil drawings of like orcs cutting off human heads and stuff, and you know, he added like the badass metal element to World of Warcraft and the Warcraft universe.
True, though, that is true. He added that, like, that metal element. Yes.
Have Chris Metzen himself, holy Chris Metzen, saying, oh man, I wish we hadn't have called it Warcraft because, you know, that name's a little too intimidating for, like, you know, the average consumer or whatever. That is definitely pissing people off because it almost feels like I get the impression based on all the comments that I'm reading on X and stuff that people kind of see it as like a betrayal or not like a betrayal, but it's almost like a, Chris Metzen took a very long break from World of Warcraft. A very, very long break. And people felt that when he left the company, World of Warcraft, like, declined dramatically in quality. This is when, you know, in people's mind...
I mean, do you guys even think it's true? Do you think he would even say that? Like, they regret calling it Warcraft? I don't even know, dude. There's just... That just seems so ridiculous to me. To regret calling it Warcraft because it's too edgy? Like, what?
This is when World of Warcraft became more woke. He was the guy keeping Warcraft, like, or maintaining the target audience of Warcraft, meaning, you know, young men, you know, probably between the ages of like 15 to like maybe 35 or so. Like, he was the guy, like, keeping Warcraft, like, the tone alive. And he leaves, and, you know, people feel the game goes down, and then he comes back, and there's this hope that so many people had that, like, okay, now Chris is back. Now we're actually going to see, like, Warcraft return to its roots. Now we're going to start seeing more artwork again of, you know, orcs cutting off night elf heads and, you know, the violence and the war. We're going to see war return to World of Warcraft with Chris. And so this is why many people are very disheartened, and their spirits are kind of broken by this comment, because to see Chris Metzen, who is supposed to be like the champion of Warcraft, saying...
It's true, bro. It's kind of true, though. Like, they just put his stamp of approval on that State of Azeroth. It's like, you know that site Cameo where you can pay, like, a celebrity to, like, say happy birthday to your mom? That's what it looked like on that State of Azeroth. Like, he literally just was sitting in a chair and he was like, I'm Chris Metzen and I endorse this message. Here's the message of player housing.
Well, like, I kind of wish that we hadn't have called it Warcraft, so that way we don't know the full context of why he said this, but I'm assuming, because of the question, that Chris Metzen probably has the same mentality that Holly's talking about here, where Chris, he wants to take Warcraft and he wants to put it in front of, like, an audience of people that normally wouldn't play video games. Like, they never played Warcraft 1, 2, or 3 back in the day. you know, an audience of people that, do I have a mana potion by chance? Yes, I do. There we go. Wasn't paying attention. You know, an audience of people that don't know anything about Warcraft and don't care anything about Warcraft. And so, you know, and he probably feels that the Warcraft name is, in his own words, he says it sounds too intimidating. I personally don't.
Sounds too intimidating, bro. I'm just gonna call cap. I don't think that's true. I don't think a grown ass man would say that. I really do not, bro. I like we said, we're lacking context. It's just not possible. There's just no way someone says Warcraft. That's just too intimidating. Like, I regret calling it that. That's not real. I do think he's probably like fully sold out to the retail way of things, but there's just no way that's true. There's just no way that's true, dude.
To be an intimidating name, I actually agree with Holly, where she's like, no, like it's funny that like Holly, who, you know, some people really don't like her, she's kind of being the voice of reason here, saying like, Chris, what are you talking about? Like, people love, you know, Warhammer, like Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40K. You know, they're not like too
like, that's not, I guess what I mean is like, that's not even a take. Is that even a take? Warcraft is too edgy of a name. Like, that's not even a take. Maybe if it was called like Bloodcraft, Gorecraft, you know, something like that. Maybe like Warcraft, bro. Like, what?
Don't, you know, step away from it or whatever. Or they avoid it. Like, people love Warhammer. I understand why people are upset, and you know, honestly, I kind of like, if Chris Metzen has embraced the new tone of World of Warcraft that has come out over the past few years, I can understand why he's even making this comment of like, oh, I
don't even think we should be watching this though, guys. I like, this is my feeling on this. We don't even, like, our opinion on what Warcraft is basically almost like invalid. Like, it's because it's, if you think about it, WoW has had this new like Disney princess style for like the last 10 plus years. It's not some recent development, bro. It's been that way since like MoP. So it's so funny to me that the people probably even pushing back on this, they're probably not even classic people. Like, they're just like happily playing on like Moonguard or something, right? And they're just like, they have a totally different identity of what Warcraft is. I don't know what it is. If you're a retail player, if you're a modern player, if you got into WoW recently, how would you even view the game? Like, I don't think they're gonna be thinking it's like some orcs versus humans, like high fantasy game with a splash of sci-fi. They'd probably be like, oh, it's sort of like Alice in Wonderland or something. I don't really know.
Warcraft. World of Warcraft today has a dramatically different tone compared to the Warcraft of yesterday. This is something that Blizzard even sort of talks about in this article, because in the article, two things. Actually, well, one thing, then we'll return to the second thing. One of the things that they talk about is trying to find it. It's the disconnection between the modern World of Warcraft player base and the classic community. Longdale, someone at Blizzard, says classic players are completely different for the most part than modern players. They behave differently.
She said that in the interview, bro. So that she acknowledges it, but they put the retail models in the character, right? Like, I promise you, bro, that's not some accident. That's like a message, man. That's a message. We're in charge. It's our game. Get fucked.
Things, we don't have a whole lot of crossover between both games. I thought that comment was very fascinating for me, just because the fact that you're saying like, oh, we don't have a lot of crossover between classic and like the modern game, I think it shows like how far like these two visions of World of Warcraft are from each other. Because you would think that like the classic player would love to play the modern World of Warcraft game. You know, it's that same tone, it's that same vibe, it's that same Warcraft experience, but with better mechanics and better graphics and better gameplay and stuff, yada yada yada. And you would think that the modern WoW player would love Classic. You know, they're getting the same thing that they experience in retail WoW, but they're kind of getting like a simpler, humbler version of it in this 2004 to 2000 and whatever version of World of Warcraft. But the thing is, that's not the case. In fact, what you do have is this almost like intense tribalism that exists between the classic WoW community and...
I agree. So when you're, dude, Blizzard understands that there's intense tribalism. That's a great term, bro. That's like really well said. Like, there is like an intense tribalism. I like that intense tribalism. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like it. I like that we are kind of built different. We like to go again. We like fresh. There are certain like cultural tenets of like the classic community that I think are really cool, right? We're not really attached to our characters as much as like the retail people per se. Like, we're not trying to just like hoard a bunch of achievements and collectibles and toys. Like, we're okay to just run it back fresh. I like that we're kind of cooked in a way that we're just gonna run back TBC for like the 5th time. That is cool to me. You know, that's like a more like hardcore, like, you know, student of the game type of vibe for me. Like, anyway, I don't know what I was trying. What point I was trying to make
community. And it's not surprising.
No, my point was that like there is this intense tribalism, right? Like, it's obvious. It's obvious. So to put the retail character models into the classic trailer, when Blizzard knows very well that there's this intense tribalism between classic and retail players, that's just like crazy, right? I don't know, bro. They Blizzard just flip-flopped on the mage boosting, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that. The article came out the other day. So they made all this stink about the mage boosting, and then a couple days later, they basically just changed it back. So, like, mage boosting is just totally cool now.
If you're someone like me that you've been playing World of Warcraft for many years, this is not surprising at all, because when you play modern WoW and you look at like the game and its philosophy and its tone, we're going to talk about the tone more in a second. Like, you see just how dramatically different it is from the Warcraft of yesterday, of like 2004 and stuff. If Chris Metzen...
I think the tribalism is retarded. I see retail players say dumb stuff about classic and vice versa. The tribalism exists for a reason, though, dude. I think there can be cringe on both sides. I agree. But the tribalism exists because the retail players like the way things are in retail, in theory, and the classic people like the way things are in classic. Like, there are certain things, like the majority of us probably would agree upon. We don't want the retail character models in classic. Like, we don't want transmog in classic. We don't. There's certain things, right? So like that, it's sort of there to like safeguard the certain aspects of the game that like we don't want in classic versus retail, right? So it goes both ways. There's things about retail, like there's things that retail players probably hate about classic or think are so stupid, right? Or like washed up or like too old school, outdated, whatever it is. So it goes for them too.
Fully embraced this new tone of World of Warcraft. It is not surprising why he would say that, oh, I kind of wish that World of Warcraft was not called Warcraft. Because, I mean, here's the thing. Like, really think about this for a second. Like, kind of put on your marketing hats for a moment. I mean, I work in marketing. And, like, watch the recent cinematic that Blizzard put out for Midnight. You know, the player housing one. Where you see, like, this kind of giggly, happy, almost... you know, college-age blood elf girl doing a little dance and then, like, going to the Horde neighborhood, and, you know, it's very lighthearted and cheerful as all the orcs...
Bro, I haven't even watched that. Should I watch that? Oh, no, I know what it is. It was at the end. It was like, yeah, it was like the Inside Out trailer looking thing, yeah.
And, like, being all cute, building their homes and stuff. Imagine you show that to someone who has never heard of Warcraft before. They have no idea what Warcraft is. They know nothing about it. And you show them that cinematic. And then at the end of it, you tell them, oh.
Here's my thing, though. Does a company have a responsibility? Maybe they don't. to their original players that fell in love with their game. Like, what is the company's responsibility to like honor the universe that they created initially? I think it's within their legal right to change it however they see fit. But I think it's a spiritually bankrupt decision to change it so dramatically, because you basically convince the whole generation of people to fall in love with your game or universe, like pretty much the whole vibe of it, right? And then to completely like reverse Uno card 180 polar opposite, shift it away. There's something there. There's something unsavory about that, you know?
Is called Warcraft. There's a complete disconnect. Warcraft, the title alone, the name of the franchise alone, like, immediately invokes a target audience of young men, you know, like striplings and men kind of, again, like maybe in like the 30s or something, you know, kind of like that age range of males. Dudes that are
not even, bro. Not even. You think Warcraft calls to 30-plus-year-olds, bro? We were kids when we fell in love with this game, dude. We were literally kids. I'm pretty sure it's equally as cool to women as it is to guys. I don't even think it's a guy thing. I don't think it's a gender thing. I think girls think Warcraft is cool too, bro. Like, I don't think that all girls are like hyper, like, you know, I don't know, like whatever retail is, bro. I think they probably think that shit is stupid as fuck too, honestly. I honestly, man, I think the majority of females would be on the same page as how we're feeling too. You know,
interested in like war games and conflict. Like, Warcraft implies battle. It implies war, obviously. War implies violence. Violence implies like picking a side. Like, you know, who are we fighting for on the battlefield? You know, Warcraft in like the name alone inspires things like the exploration of themes like honor and virtue and heroic sacrifice and blah, blah, blah. I can go on and on this, but the point is, like, this is something that old Warcraft, whether it's Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, and like, you know, the classic WoW trilogy, you know, classic TBC Wrath, it explored this perfectly. It was perfectly in line with the name. You had the faction conflict between the Horde and the Alliance. Occasionally, the Horde.
By the way, it's probably one of the best videos I've ever seen from Nixium. Nixium, to me, he makes a lot of videos that are like very like almost borderline. It's just not for me. Like they're a little bit too like RP, like lighthearted skits and stuff like that, which is, people like it, you know, but it's not usually for me. Like, I've never really seen him so like articulate explaining stuff about the game. I like this a lot from him.
Reluctantly have to work together to fight some greater threat that is getting in the way of their war, aka like the Lich King, for example, Archimond in Warcraft 3.
True, I hated when the whole Horde versus Alliance became blurry. I want that rivalry. My girl's definite Animal Crossing type, would be more interested in retail over classic, but it's actually not the audience and likely wouldn't play either.
How may I aid you?
Yeah.
I've been expecting you.
You're wrong on that, Kargoz. Warcraft is always a franchise full of silly shit. Warcraft 3 was loaded in Easter eggs. No, I agree, dude. It's not like Warcraft has never been Diablo, right? Like it's never been Diablo. There was a comic relief to Warcraft. Like, it's basically, Metagoblin said it really well the other day, right? He was like, Warcraft is a high fantasy game. It's not really a Tolkien high fantasy game like Lord of the Rings, but it's a little bit like that, you know, OG vanilla, right? But it's basically like just like a high fantasy game, not necessarily like Tolkien high fantasy. With a splash of sci-fi. Warcraft always did have like a comic element to it. Look at the gnomes and shit, right? And like the helicopters, and I agree with you. But at the same time, bro, it's night and day, like, to how it is now. It was still 100 times more savage and like whatever you want to call that than how it is today, right? Like, I mean this from the bottom of my heart when I say this. I think What the fuck is this, bro? You trying to fucking kill me, dog? What are you doing, bro? Are you sending your pet on me, weirdo? I'm gonna fail this escort, aren't I? I failed the escort as well. It's a very noble cause. Get your fucking Ravager away from me, buddy. What talents are you running with, mate? Are you running with, mate? I'm leveling Warlock as well. For like open world questing, Demonology with Felguard is the best, man. It's the best tank, pretty much, compared to like Voidwalker or anything like that. You can go Destro as well. You can just one-shot the mobs, but you have to drink more, and it feels a little bit clunkier, you know? I forgot what I was saying. The silly shit in old WoW was crude and... No, I was saying that basically... I think there's like modern kids shows, like stuff that like my daughter, who's like 4, watches right now, like on TV, that have more edge than WoW, dude. Like WoW, modern WoW is edgeless. They're actually going for a cozy vibe. That's, if I had to describe it, that's the #1 adjective. It's cozy. They're going for a cozy vibe, and that kind of makes no sense with a game called Warcraft. Does that make sense? If you ask them, pick one adjective to describe WoW to the modern WoW dev team, I feel like that's what they would choose. It would be their words, not ours. They want something cozy, relaxing. They call it like the humble universe, you know, like you're a hero in the humble universe, and it's, you just, you know, take a few minutes to just relax, unwind, and are just cozy, laid back universe that's for some reason called Warcraft. Yeah, it is a woke vibe. It is absolutely a woke vibe, and it's fucked up that like that's how the cookie crumbled. It's happened to like multiple IPs for us, right? Think about all the stuff that we really got into as a kid that just became, that this happened to. It's a bummer, man. I hope that like in the future, like future IPs, like maybe even like 50 years from now, like they do it in a different way. Because like the normal corporate cycle kind of ruins things, clearly. Retail is full of Care Bear shit, but it's got more old school content too. There's nothing cozy about sweaty M+ gameplay. I feel you, Yulon, but my perspective on it, bro, is that's actually a really small part of retail. They clearly don't care about it that much, because think about how much they actually talked about M+ mechanics, or like throwing a high-end PvP tournament or M+ tournament, or celebrating gamers for being gamers. They didn't talk about any of that shit, bro. They're just talking about like dumb cosmetic stuff. So if I'm a retail player, that would actually probably piss me off. I'd be like, why are you not actually talking about the game, and you're talking about this dumb Animal Crossing bullshit? If I'm a myth, I'm just assuming. If I'm like some sweaty M+ gamer, I'm like, what are you doing, Blizzard? Like, why are you doing this to me?
What brings you here? May the eternal sun shine.
Perfect. It's totally on brand. You know, you have a massive overrepresentation of men in World of Warcraft back in the day. Yes, you have some female characters in there. You got Tyrande, for example. You got Jaina Proudmoore, blah, blah, blah. But obviously, back in the day, men have an extreme amount of overrepresentation in old Warcraft compared to women. You know, you even have like the bikini armors, you know, and stuff back in the day, because shockingly, you know, young boys and men, they really like titties. They really like big bouncing asses and stuff. So,
Oh my god, Nixio. Big bouncing asses and titties, bro. Nixio, bro. Relax, bro. He's getting so descriptive.
Stuff. Old Warcraft knew exactly
to say it like that,
audience was, like both with the game and how they designed it, and even
He's
with
a Coomer,
the
man.
title of the franchise itself, Warcraft. Compare that to World of Warcraft today. You know, when people pop up in the comment sections and they say things like, World of Warcraft's tone has changed over the years.
Well, he ain't
Warcraft
wrong,
is very
though.
clearly like more pandering towards a female audience.
Oh my
a more
gosh,
liberal
bro, too
audience.
funny.
World of Warcraft is not exploring like masculine themes like it used to back in the day. World of Warcraft isn't putting out stuff like this. This is the book.
Thing is, it's not even about. I swear though, people play in a little bit too much into masculine, feminine. I think like women actually women a lot of times likes like beautiful or sexy women too, right? Like it's kind of like it's not just masculine. It's almost just like objectively cool, bro. Like both genders like it. Like it's not. I don't know. I kind of like mildly reject that it's a gender thing. Like, I want to believe that just old school WoW, it's not a guy's game. It's just a good, cool, objectively cool universe that, like why does it have to be that girls like the Care Bear stuff or whatever you want to call that, bro? Like, I swear that stuff is objectively trash. That's what I want to believe. Maybe I'm wrong, but that is... I want to believe if you're male or female, you see the Rufus pet and you cringe and you go, what the fuck is this?
This badass image of Grom Hellscream on the front, big tusks, freaking red fire coming out of his mouth, like something that a teenage boy would look at and be like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Like Blizzard's not doing stuff like that anymore. World of Warcraft is not the same that it was yesterday. That World of Warcraft very clearly has a very different target audience today. And this article in particular, just kind of adds further fire to that. Like, it almost seems like Blizzard, you have someone like Chris Metzen being almost like he's regretting the fact that it was called Warcraft because the name Warcraft does not appeal to the target audience.
If I'm Chris Metzen, he needs to come out and clear the air on that. I want to believe, just using my logical brain, that there's no shot a grown adult human being said that they regret calling it Warcraft because it's too edgy. That makes no sense. It just makes no sense. She should come out on Twitter and just be like, nope, never said that, or like taken out of context. So I don't actually even look too much into that because I think there's just no way that's true. There's just no way. Unless it was all an act this whole time, all of his theatrics on stage and all that, and I think that's unlikely,
Is chasing today. Now, who is the target audience of World of Warcraft? I think it's pretty obvious. But let me preface by saying something real fast. Blizzard is a business, and World of Warcraft is their cash cow product that they are using to make more money for their business. So Blizzard is going to make and design World of Warcraft around an audience that they believe is going to swipe the credit card.
Oh my god, bro, you fucking rats.
Blizzard is not going to build their game around an audience of people that's not going to make them more money. It's just that's just a simple fact. And so when you look at World of Warcraft
I'm getting healed?
today,
Insane. There's someone healing me.
You say things like, "Oh, why is there so much like why are women so overrepresented or overrepresented in modern WoW? Why is Blizzard filling the game with all these like liberal ideas and sometimes like woke politics and stuff? People will call it. I'll come back to that because I got some opinions on that because I don't fully agree with that. But again, I'll come back to that in a second. Like, what?
Can I ask a dumb question, guys? What actually is being woke? Like, I know this this is like Monka TOS territory. Like, this is, I don't know if I've ever really fully defined it. Does woke literally mean left? Does woke mean, I'm not sure exactly what it means. Like, for me, a lot of times people use woke to describe stuff that just looks extremely cringe to me. It's stuff that is like fake, and like too politically charged, or like there's like, yeah, it's almost fake. Like there's like a narrative being baked into it. It's not just like an organic thing. Like it's not like something is the way it is, not because that's like the artistic expression of it, but because people are trying to prove a point or something. Woke is turning female into fruit. Yeah. Because, Bro, what a fucking cringe loser, bro. Double hunter, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Double night elf hunter just questing together. Well, because multiple things used to be considered a positive term. It's lost its meaning from being so overused. Yeah, true, the term got relaunched. Anyways, keep watching.
Game, like, pandering to, like, this audience of people so much. I'll tell you why. Because they swipe the credit card. Because they're the ones that make Blizzard money. Because they're the ones that buy the WoW token. They're the ones that will go out of their way to swipe the credit card to get, like, traders' tenders, so that way they can get new transmogs and stuff. It's because of that. You know, there's a meme that floats around, and I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's this meme where like ladies will post it sometimes on social media, and like a lady will say something like, "Is this really all it takes for a guy to be happy?" And it's like a picture of an apartment, and it's completely empty, but there's a mattress on the ground and a computer and like a refrigerator. And ladies will be like, "What the hell? Like, is this all it takes to make a man happy?" And all the dudes in the comment section are saying like, "Oh, hell yeah, dude, that guy's got a fucking setup. Like, that's great, man. Place to sleep, place to game, and a place to put his food. Like, all you need is a good toilet, and like, there you go. Like, you know, you are living the life." And people are like blown away by this, you know, and it's you probably have seen the image. You probably know what I'm talking about. If not, just look it up. But the thing is like, yeah, like, you know, MMOs primarily, like, you know, being objective here, being realistic, MMOs primarily nowadays just make their money out of like creating stupid collectibles that people can pay money for and that they can buy. You know, stupid collectibles that Blizzard like hides behind like these massive grinds and stuff to keep you subscribed to the game for months and months on end. But the thing is, like, there are tons of dudes out there, and I myself am one of those people. There are tons of guys out there that don't fucking care about that. Like, for me, I've never been a mount collector personally. I never have been, because I've already got the two best mounts in the game. You know, on modern WoW, number one best ground mount in the game, Baron Rivendare's Death Charger. I got it back in the day. Okay, so I don't need a new ground mount. Like, you can introduce like a big stupid rideable alligator with like rockets for feet, and I don't give a fuck. Like, because I've already got the best ground mount in the game, bro. In regards to the best, like, you know, flying mount in the game, dude, I got that freaking frost worm that you get for doing all the achievements in Ice Crown Citadel. So I got the undead horse, and I got the undead dragon. I've got the two best mounts in the game. I don't need any more. I don't need your stupid bumblebee mount. I don't need your stupid fucking fox mount. Like, I don't fucking need that. But you know who does need that? Some young lady, or like some effeminate man who's like, oh, a bee mount, a bumblebee. In regards to
Damn, yo, Nick's popping off. Actually, he's getting into like gender and politics and stuff like that. It's actually pretty. It's interesting. Like, I don't 100% agree with a lot of, like, I actually don't think, I really feel like it's more detached from like gender. Like, I don't think it's an effeminate man or a girl or whatever. Like, I kind of think there is some stuff that like is just objectively cool, stuff that's objectively bad. Like, there's basically just weirdos, bro. Like, it's not even about being a girl or a guy. There's just fucking Funko Pop collectors out there, bro. It's like, there's people who are collecting Labubu's and stuff, bro. Like, it's not even about being a girl or a guy or gay or straight or whatever. There's just fucking weirdos, man. Yo, Winky with the big raid. A perfect timing, dude. What's up, boys? Welcome. What's up, guys? Boys and girls, sorry. My bad. What's up, everybody? Yo, look at all the... Oh, my God. What is that? What is that? What is that thing I'm seeing? What is that? Ooh, ah, ah, ju, ooh, ah, e, ooh, ah, ah. Nice, nice. You talk about my Labubus? Yeah, we're talking about Labubus. We're watching, actually, I've never seen Nixiom like this, man. Like, it's refreshing in a way. I don't actually, like, agree with everything he's saying. You know, I feel like he's like too into the gender. He's too into the gender and too into the politics of it, and just like he's too into like boys like blue, girls like pink type thing. You know what I mean? That's sort of where I'm at with it. Anyway, let's keep watching. Yo, thanks for the raid, bro. I hope you had a good stream, bro.
Tier 8 set, bro. Like it's like one of the best Death Knight sets in the game, if not like the best. Like you need nothing else. It's freaking the Death Knight tier 8 set from Ulduar, and then you disable the helmet and you turn off cape, or maybe you can find a cool cape, but that's pretty much it. Like I've got the best transmog in the game. Got the best.
I will say though, I would rather have takes like this though than like fake takes though. Like fake takes or like toxic positivity, cult, delusional, basically fake takes. I would rather someone be honest that this is how they feel than that. So that's also how I feel about it as well. You know, like I'm glad he's just speaking his mind. Like this is what's actually what he's feeling. You know.
Nothing else is necessary in retail WoW for me. Although I would really like to get the Headless Horseman mount, just because I've been trying to get the Headless Horseman mount ever since, like, it was first introduced to Classic all those years ago, and I still don't have it to this day. Granted, I've kind of been lazy about it the past, like, 2 or 3 years. Like, this year I kind of spent, like, all of, like, Halloween, like, or during that time, I was up in Michigan spending time with my family, but point is, one day I'll get, like, the Headless Horseman mount, and then my true mount grinding and all that stuff will end. And I know there's some people listening to this, and they're so like in that, like, I guess, collector mind, they might be like sitting there like, oh shit, hold on a second, bro.
You know what I think it is, guys? When you don't care about something, think about your own life or your own businesses or whatever. When you don't really care about something, you're way more likely to sell out on that thing. Like you're way more likely to go do the thing that's just going to make you money because you don't actually understand the thing or care about it. So like if they hired a bunch of people and the OGs, like the old guard left that used to care about Warcraft and like basically the thing that they were building, and we just hire like these people who don't really play the game or like they don't really understand it, and they're just looking at it strictly from data-driven decisions. I think that's what happens with a lot of games, probably. Even probably with Halo and other stuff, you know, you just like the people who actually cared are gone, and then you have new people who are doing a job and they don't really care, so they just make the best like objective business decision, even though if it's not the best business decision like long term, because like long term you want people to actually really love the stuff that you make. Like a lot of the stuff that Blizzard is doing now, short term is going to make them a good amount of money, right? But long term you're going to lose this generation of people that fell in love with your game, you know, like authentically.
We got a young, delicious blood elf lady sitting here. Hold on, we have to say hello to her. I think she's AFK.
Yo, Nixium's a coomer, man.
She was hiding clearly in the bush to try to protect herself, but she didn't realize. Oh wow, she is strong. Holy Toledo, bro. Oh, she's healing herself. Oh, shiz. Oh, dude, she's tough. Damn, man. Holy crap. How much damage was that? She hit me for 331 damage for just a standard auto attack. Damn, dude, that's like a third of my health in one hit. Holy crap. Well, that was embarrassing. Anyway, well, granted, she was a level higher than me, so I guess it was a fair duel, a fair fight, yes. Now, this is what Warcraft's all about, man. Just, you know, going and killing people and having honorable duels out in Stranglethorn Vale. But anyway, point is, like, people probably...
This dude giving up women hater vibes. As a father of daughters, this should be cringe to you. I don't get that vibe from him. I don't get like women hater vibes. I just sort of feel like he's like just like he doesn't understand women is more of the thing. Like I feel like he thinks like guys like blue or whatever, right? Like and girls like pink. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the Coomer energy is a little weird, but I think he's just joking. Young delicious elf. He said, "Wow, neckbeard, did you expect big brain takes?" Oh my god, bro. Nixium's been around, boys. He's been around. No, let's keep watching.
Said about the whole like mount collecting crap, and they are so like in that mode of mind of like, oh, that's all World of Warcraft is nowadays. It's all about like collecting like shiny keys and stuff. They're probably like, dude, what the hell are you even looking for from World of Warcraft then?
Oh,
you know, if you're
here's
not,
that
like, a mount
hunter.
collector
Oh,
or a transmog
fuck
collector
yeah.
or like a pet collector, what the heck do you even get out of this game? Like, why do you even play it? And it's like, bro, I'm here for like the epic story. Bro, I'm here for the epic characters. I'm here for the world. Okay, I'm here for the world. I'm here for the story. I'm here for the faction conflict. Like, I'm the dude that shows up when I hear, like, you know, I'm playing Ashton right now. When I hear that my alliance, like, homies are like, you know, dealing with shit, like on some corner of the world, like some hoarders showing up, making trouble. I'm the dude who shows up, regardless of level, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fight with you guys.
Like, we're
gonna drive these guys out. I mean, fuck these guys. You know, and if I'm playing the Horde, it's the same thing. You know, like that's what I'm looking for from World of Warcraft, and that's not something that a developer can really give me. Like, they can't put that on a store or whatever, and they can't make money off of that. So therefore, they're not going to make the game around me, obviously. Anyway, all right, I kind of lost my train of thought of where I was because of that duel, but the point is, people are not wrong. They're not.
Is that you, Hibiscus? Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for a truce. I'm down for a truce so we can actually quest. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you push back on his focus of gender. It's so lazy to pinpoint the fall of gaming due to games pandering to anyone else but men. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I love women, bro. Like, they're like my kryptonite. Like, I think that they actually... I think that's part of being a man, is realizing that women are better than us generally in a lot of things, you know? And, like, you kind of know when to lead and you know when to follow. And I genuinely believe, like, the genders are kind of equal, bro. Like, we're just, like specialized at different things, and we're both, like, kind of better at different things. And I feel like we're... Yeah, like, I don't know, like, I think, like, a lot of the stuff in WoW, like, you know, girls could like, you know? It's just not, like, a guy thing, really. It's just... This shit is cool, right?
Whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, when they say that World of Warcraft's tone has changed over the years, and like clearly the target audience has changed over the years. They're not being like hateful by saying that, because it's an objective fact.
The only reason we killed you the first time you engaged, I sent my pet by mistake. It was on aggressive. Oh, I see. All good, bro. Yeah, let's just have a nice little truce. A nice little truce in the spirit of Warcraft, right, guys? In the spirit of Warcraft, true Chris Metzen style, dude, true retail style. We're just gonna call it a truce. I'm done.
An objective fact, and obviously Blizzard is building the game around those groups of people that they feel swipe the credit card enough and make Blizzard more money. But here's the thing. Here's one thing though that has also really disturbed people about this article, and that's the fact that Blizzard seems to be in this mentality. I'd have to read for you guys the entire article, but you know, regarding like bringing the Warcraft IP to more people, Blizzard seems to be in this mentality of trying to make Warcraft, and there's been like several examples of this in like interviews and videos and stuff, where like Blizzard is trying to make World of Warcraft appeal to everybody. They're trying to make World of Warcraft a game that...
I mean, that's just the fact, right? When you try to appeal to too many people, you appeal to none. And I see that same thing when people say like, oh, transmog, you should just have transmog in the game. It should just be a toggle. Like, oh, like, you know, you should be able to just have everything all the other classes have, right? And then you just leads to like homogenization of classes, right? You water down your product. You create too many splintered versions of the game. Sometimes you just got to make a call, right?
Can play, like, and they will find enjoyment in it, whether you are some, you know, college-aged liberal female undergrad that doesn't even know how to work a damn iPhone, or you're some dumb drooling Trump voter, or man, you know, you're like some freaking...
All right, he kind of lost me there. I'm not gonna lie. All right, he kind of lost me there. There, yo, you're actually kind of right, chat. There is a slight little undercurrent of like there is a slight undercurrent of like of weirdness towards females. That's how I'll put it. Yeah. You called it. Yeah, you called it. Just a little bit, bro. I caught it. I caught it.
Place in Azeroth, and everyone will find enjoyment. And people have pointed this out and have rightfully said this is stupid.
I caught it, bro. I caught it. That's all.
And this shows that Blizzard's marketing team, the people behind the scenes saying, "Oh, we got to make World of Warcraft appeal to everybody." These people have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Let me explain something to you. Some marketing 101. Probably you guys probably don't work in marketing, so let me explain how this works. The more niche of an audience that you can define, the better your product is going to be. Meaning, what you should do, what I was taught back in the day,
Yes, that is weasel greased in too long. Oh my god, you're too funny, Snow.
this is whether you
It's too funny, bro.
or like you're doing like a form of entertainment, like let me give you some free YouTuber advice. Here you go. If you're making a serious YouTube channel, okay, and you're gonna treat it like a business, like you actually want to make a living from it, first thing you want to do, here's what you do: you get a whiteboard, okay, and I want you to draw a picture of who is going to be watching your videos. Draw a picture to the best of your ability. Draw a picture. Is it a man or is it a woman? How old are they? What are they doing? You know, if I like were to draw a picture.
Okay,
of,
dude.
like,
It's always about the man or woman, bro. Okay, I'll change the video now. It's not even like a bad point, but it's like he's like obsessed with the gender thing, you know? He's like obsessed with the gender thing. Okay, let's find another video to watch. I had some good takes though, bro. Honestly, like I thought he explained stuff pretty well at the start of that video. Just talking about like the tribalism between retail and classic, and like it is weird. Like if you missed out what this video was about, like pretty much in that recent Blizzard interview they did, guys, Chris Metzen was saying they regretted calling Warcraft because it's too edgy or aggressive or something. So it's created some waves in the community. Let's watch that P-Law video, bro. Let's see what that one's about. 1 second. Oh, it's just a short.
Warcraft itself is poised for growth. It's a fantastic IP.
Sure.
I think, in my humble opinion, it's been underutilized, and I just want to bring it to as many people as possible. And that means, you know, evolving what Warcraft means, what it is, and where it's going. We want it to be approachable, and that's also part of it. You know, even with Chris Metzen, we talk about, sometimes he's like, man, I wish we hadn't called it Warcraft. It sounds kind of intimidating. I'm like,
That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. It's literally the closest thing you will get to you motherfuckers. All these dudes who want Warcraft to be what it used to be. We are going into the new direction, and that's the exact reason why I'm approaching TBC leveling a little bit slower. Yes, right, I've been 2 hours here and not even like 61 yet, because I'm fucking doing PvP, bro. 30 honorable kills. I want to bring back war in Warcraft. I see a druid with Onyxia buff. There we go. There's a paladin as well next to him. The chances I will win are really low, but I have to do this. I have to do this literally for the future of the game, because if we all accept this, WoW will die. It's over, bro. There we go. I have to do this. There's a paladin as well. Let's go, bro. I have 39% health. I am probably gonna die, but I will still try. I will fight for the Horde. Look down, oh God, for the Horde. There we go, bro. Right? I will try.
I think Warcraft itself is.
All right, bro. He's on some shit. He's on some good high quality stimulants. I don't know, bro. I'm pretty sure WoW is cooked already, guys. It's beyond saving, right? There's no way they redo the direction they're going. Like it's probably better off we just like move on and just hope for and move on for and just like hope for classic era servers, right? Like for the trilogy. There's no going back, man. It's deceased, but that's not the worst. Like it's deceased, but we can go back and play the old versions. But it is deceased. I kind of believe that is true. That WoW is like it's gone. It's deceased. It's over, man. It's crazy to me though. Like they're so excited about Warcraft. Like they love this new direction with Warcraft, and like they're talking about the next like 10, 20, 30 years of WoW and like bringing it to the masses and stuff. Like they love this new direction, right? It's crazy to me. We can't treat a $1 billion company like a new YouTube channel. Are you gonna melee weave on the hunter? On my hunter? Yeah. I want to see how he is long form. Yeah. Which is funny because people have been asking for housing since like WoD, and that's why we got garrisons. It's not even about the housing. It's just it's the whole why does it matter so much, guys? Like the art style, the character models, the vibe, like that, the atmosphere, that matters a lot, right? Even more so than like these features or mechanics, or it's like the heart and soul of the game, right? I think I need to go down there.
You cannot command.
Oh my gosh, bro, there's 2 mobs on me. Oh my god, bro. Double rogue down here. This is why Dungeon Cleave is kind of bis. Bro, Bowl of Fruit and Incubus, BT1 and 2, boost tokens, dual spec, no era for TBC Warlock, bots everywhere. Literally, private servers had better community and exploit protections. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. And there's not really any recourse. This is just how the world is. Like, they're in charge of the game. They do what they want. And the reality is we should like speak with our wallets, right? Like, we probably shouldn't actually play the sub. And we probably should play private servers. But we still like the game too much, you know? It's tough. I think it's that's a tough one. Thoughts on perma-banning gold buyers as a way to end RMT? Yeah. I think they should, bro. That's how they did it on private servers. It was just this ambiguous threat that you don't know what the private server people are capable of doing. They would just say it would lead to immediate account closure. You knew friends who had their account closed, and people wouldn't buy gold because the threat was so high. And because it's a private server, you know, there's no like recourse. There's no legal action. There's no appeal. Like, you're just done. But yeah. Is there been an IP, guys, that they have revived from the dead, and this has happened to, where it got watered down, it got completely just like derailed, the original community got rug pulled, and then they were able to resurrect it somehow? I've personally never seen it, if that's the case. RuneScape.
Who dares summon me?
Subtusca. I think classic Andes will slowly migrate back to private servers over time, even more. If you had a universe, guys, what are these doing, bro? Double rogue. What are these? Like, what are they actually doing? What are they actually doing? What are they waiting for? There is zero chance Blizz makes a classic plus that we would appreciate. They aren't capable or incentivized to do so. It'll be interesting, man. It'll be a really interesting case study to see what happens with Classic Plus, if it's a success or not. Yeah. I trust Turtle Wow more than Blizz. I think they're actually capable, but I think that they are capable. I think that they are incentivized, but I think they're misguided. Well, maybe I don't think they're capable then. Like, okay, just like Blizzard's taste. Their taste. You know the term taste? That one matters a lot to me, right? Just like what they think looks cool, what they think is objectively attractive, interesting. Their taste is fried. It's just my 2 cents. Everybody has their own take on what they consider taste, but their taste to me is trash. It's like F tier. Not even like, it's not even like B tier or C tier. Like, I genuinely, I'm not gonna even talk about game mechanics, because I'm not a game developer. I'm not a game designer. I don't know necessarily like what makes a good dungeon, what makes a good raid, what makes a good arena balance or PvP balance or whatever, right? I'm not going to speak on those things because I'm not like a professional with that stuff. Like, but what I'm allowed to have my take on is just straight up like style, taste, what they think looks interesting and cool. Modern Blizzard is just, it's F tier to me, bro. Like, I genuinely think like Baby Shark looks cooler. Did you see Turtle Wow's next patch video they posted today? No, I didn't. Link? I'll look. I can watch it. What's up, Tuna? They have the capability, but the taste is fried. Because they had the capability and they had the money, right? They had the funds to get like a cool trailer made. And this is what they came up with, man. I mean, they hired Hurricane. They paid him money, right? And that's it. I'm not sure they understand Classic like us and how it's supposed to feel. There is zero chance Blizzard makes a Classic Plus that we would appreciate. Yeah, RuneScape was fucking dead 12 years ago. Now their player base is at all-time high. But does RuneScape have lore, guys?
Can I assist you?
Does RuneScape, like, I've never seen a game that has like a story, like a universe, that something gets corporatized and watered down. Like, it goes through this whole cycle that's like a tale as old as time, and they're able to, because once you fuck the lore up and you fuck up like the vibe and the taste, there's kind of no coming back from it unless you like start retconning stuff, right? And I've never seen that like done in a way where people can take it seriously. Like, we're probably better off just moving on, finding a new thing to fall in love with. But a lot of people have been looking for that, I would imagine. Because how do you struggle? How do you actually make sense of this, guys? I'm playing devil's advocate here. What we like is fake.
what we like, old school WoW, is fake. It's not real, because that's not modern WoW. This is how it was in 2004. This is 2007. This is Warcraft back then, but that's not real Warcraft. Real Warcraft is now in the retail. That's real Warcraft. So how do we justify that as Warcraft fans, people who enjoy these versions of the game, when these are like, I mean, I guess you could justify it in the way that Classic is evolving. They've resuscitated Classic from the dead, and now they're continuously going to update it. They're no longer dead versions of the game. That's how you'd probably think about it, right? That they're putting hands on the game, they're making changes, they're making a Classic Plus. But is the Classic Plus lore, would that even be real? Or would that just be like a fake retcon? You know what I mean? And how much does the lore in the world have to make sense to you for you to take it seriously? I think you're overthinking it a bit.
You wish to speak?
The reason why I can't play Turtle, Mike, is Turtle feels fake to me. Even though it's actually good. Like, it's a good server that they put a lot of time in. They clearly love the game. They passed the Vanilla WoW vibe check. But it feels fake to me. It might be a personal thing that I struggle with. And it's part of the reason why I couldn't play SOD. I really enjoy SOD too. And it's actually, you psychoanalyze me, chat. I like playing SOD versions of the game, like Vanilla, TBC, and Wrath, because to me, it was real. It was an actual version of the game that came out. It was canon. It actually happened. It wasn't a fun server. And it was real. Where when they start, like, kind of retconning stuff, it feels fake. Or, like, changing it, like what Turtle WoW is doing. Like, I can see that it's just, like, some people making this adaptation of a real thing, but it's artificial. How popular is Turtle Real Talk? Turtle is very popular, yeah. It's one of the best, most successful private servers of all time. I'll see you later, Manimal. Yeah. Wokecraft. Let's be real, most people can't play Turtle because they can't stream. 100%. But that's a real thing, dude. Like, that's a real thing. Like, streaming is a part of gaming now, bro. Like, that's how we share moments. That's how we're talking right now, you know? It's not even purely about money or anything like that. Like, it's literally about community, just socialization, like, all of it. Like, that's part of games now. There's no way around it, really. It's a nice cock, Winky. It's a nice, colorful, beautiful looking, majestic cock you have there, dude. It's a very majestic cock. Please don't clip that. Looking good, man. Looking good. I remember this item back in original TBC. My roommate got super excited to get it, this Hell Reaver. It drops from fucking Ramparts, right? I remember my buddy getting this back in 2007, thinking it was like the coolest sword. How popular is Turtle? But does anybody else struggle with that, where stuff feels like a fun server to you? Like, I can take Vanilla, TBC, and Wrath seriously because it feels like a real version of the game that's worth studying, where SOD feels like it's just like this fake thing that's like a moment of time. It's passing. It's not a real meta. It's a fake meta. It could be like a logical fallacy or something. I don't know. But it doesn't feel real. Like, I have a heart. It's like when you go to a movie and you suspend reality to engage with the plot and believe in the characters. I don't believe in the characters. The characters seem fake to me. It seems like something that like a Gren just freestyled on his lunch break.
Leave.
Yeah, you want to quest for a bit, Winky? Are you there, bro? Are you logging out? You want to do a quest for a little bit? What makes an MMO special is the community. So if you feel like the real community is on Blizz servers, I can see how that would cause a rift in people's feelings on it. Yeah. I mean, private servers used to feel real because it was the only thing. Like, it was the only thing. Are you just gonna nap? All good. Yeah, like, that's all we had, right? So, of course it felt real. Like a permanent versus temporary type of thing. Yeah. Private servers still feel better than Blizzard servers. And in what way though, Bonavita? Because the client actually feels buttery smooth these days. Like it's a very smooth, enjoyable feeling client. Like having played like a lot of that 112 light soap repack and everything in between. But are you talking about like spiritually? Yeah, no layering. No updated graphics, yeah. I like being able to play with EU on private servers. Yeah, the international vibe is always legit on private servers. I agree. I get a little bit of private server vibes though from these mega servers that we're on though, boys, because it does feel like there's a lot of EU people on here because there's not many servers, and it's a mega server, so there's always people online, and there's not many servers you can play, so it kind of feels like we're on one mega giant private server. Okay. We got our wing. Okay. I forgot about that aspect of P servers. If you're up too late, you couldn't communicate with other players because they were Brazilian or Chinese. Yeah, I mean, the server always felt alive on private servers because there's just like different regions playing. So like the time zones made it so there was always people playing. Oh my god, dude. Nacho. Bro, Nacho, you've been blessing me, dog. Holy smokes. Nacho been blessing me recently, bro. Thank you so much, man, for the 5. We're up to over 100 subs. Oh my gosh. It's been a while since I've had that. Dude, thank you, Nacho, for keeping me company, man. Every stream. I don't think you've missed a single stream, man. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, brother. How many subs to stream till 70? I don't think I have the incentive to do that. If I had like a whole dungeon cleave, we were locked in, we were all in a dungeon right now. I'm just kind of like solo leveling right now, doing quests. Not sure what I want to do. I think Shades is still asleep. Jerome has moved on to greener pastures. Good to see you, Reaper, though. What level are you, bro? Dungeon Cleave ain't it. It is, bro, if you're locked in and you have like insane gamers that are like, we have, you know, it's all min-maxed and stuff, but yeah, or melee cleave. I think melee cleave is pretty chill. It's like 10 times better than spell cleave. Oh yeah, you don't have the sub. That's right, Reaper. You're not playing. Yeah, we've just been talking about WoW stuff. I mean, TBC is a really beautiful game, though, guys. It really is. The zones, the music. We've said it a million times. I think we just enjoy it, and hopefully there's TBC era. This is going to be gone really fast, by the way, guys. This is a 10-month TBC. You guys know that, right? Does that feel fast to you guys? 10 months of TBC, then see you later. And there's probably going to be a playable demo or something in October. Just to let you know. Yeah, dude. 10-month TBC, yep. Yes, sir. 10-month hype. some people are gonna, I mean, some people, like, they don't even realize that when they're buying the boost and stuff, too. That it's, like, only 10 months. Wait, I need to use this crow. Most private servers are multi-box people and bot trains. Not my experience. Actually, private servers would ban bots permanently and more manually, in my experience. I've known people, like friends, who have gotten banned, like permit, even from gold, from botting. And multi-box is just a strict, like, no-go. Like, they don't allow you to have multiple accounts. Some people probably try, but private servers are more moderated than Blizzard servers. I don't think that's a wild take. It's just a fact. It's just a fact, bruv. Damn, we got 150 on YouTube watching. What's up, YouTube? Sorry I'm so fried, guys. I actually am still really tired, I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate you guys, though. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm hoping enough players are logging to prove to Blizzard that an evergreen TBC would be great. Yeah, we gotta push for Era. That's realistically speaking the next battle to fight. Because they're not going to do pristine servers, probably. They don't care about vanilla. They could care less about vanilla. I think the community, for the most part, has moved on from vanilla. I don't think there's going to be interest in vanilla for a while. For a long while. But there will be an opportunity to push for, like, TBC Era. Would you cleave again? I would cleave again if I had an all-star Giga Chad prop pally tank that that literally like streams, and like their craft is like dungeon cleaving, and he opens his bag and it's literally filled with flasks, like 8 pairs of rocket boots, right? 8 pairs of rocket boots, gnomish boots, 50 swiftness pots, flasks, fucking Skull of Impending Doom, any movement speed item in the game, and he's literally like taking charge of the dungeon. Like, you guys stand here and stack here and just be a good boy and wait. I'm setting up the pull. I'm the quarterback. I'm calling the plays. I'm calling the shots. We're doing a fucking... You were way too hard on the tank IMO. Yeah, it's probably true. I got a bit frustrated, Tuska. I'm not gonna lie, because to me, that's like, that was kind of wild. Like, he wanted to dip out like 12 hours in, bro. Like, going to sleep and stuff, you know. And like, just, I think he was a good dude, though. Like, honestly, he's a nice guy. He was a nice guy, but like, you know, if you're gonna show up for a dungeon cleave, like, you need the move speed stuff, you need to know the pulls, you need to be like, basically, like, okay, if you're gonna play Blood Elf Prop Paladin, you need to know how your racials work, and like how to pull stuff, how to set up pulls, how to like triangulate pulls. Like, who here has played a tank before? Like, it's just like a tanking skill set. Like, you throw a bomb over here, you throwing weapon left, you throw a bomb right, and you pull a bunch of things, bro. Like, this stuff is like basics, it's rudimentary, it's literally day 0 type shit. So like, I felt like we were having to go over like day 0 type shit in the dungeon, you know, and like, that's game day. But that's, you know, that's on us, you know. Needed a prop pally tank. Bro, you were in a group with Jerome.
I am listening.
Yeah, it's good comms though, Tusk. I appreciate you being honest with me with that. I was frustrated. I don't know if you guys could tell. Could you tell? I was trying to lock in and make it work. And I feel like we did. Like, it wasn't a complete failure. We got 5 levels, bro, on day 1. We literally grinded that shit out. Like, insane hours, right? But we did it, like. But yeah, it was a bit rough, bro. Like, basically, like, I felt like the basics were off. I don't mind grinding long hours, guys. I just don't like it when it feels like it's a waste of time, though. Like, I feel like everyone should be playing pretty good, you know? Like, everyone should be locked in. We're doing the pulls. We're not putting threat on the table unnecessarily. We're orchestrating the pulls. We're thinking. We're gaming. We're focused. We're locked in. We're dialed. Like... Felt bad for him a little. Yeah. I kind of assumed we were just gonna kind of hit the ground running. The other thing too is I think I just assumed too much. That's actually what it was, bro. I think I assumed too much. Is that fair? Like I thought that the like even just as priests, like we were gonna go in there, it was gonna be obvious, like we're gonna basically go double disc, right? Like pain sub, cooldowns, power infusion, spamming Holy Nova. We're on the same page. Paladin's going in there with all the move speed shit, doing all the pulls. And we're like, it's almost like we had to go over the entire playstyle that I thought was going to be obvious from the start. And teach a lot of the basics, right? And we never even fully mastered the basics, bro. Like, it was still, I was pulling stuff as a warlock, bro. Like, I was just running around with no move speed on my boots, pulling stuff with my pet and with curse. Like I want the tank who's going to pull everything and is literally like, don't pull anything. I literally have the vision for the pull in my head. Stack here, mobs are coming here. But yeah, I think I just assumed too much. So it's my bad. I just assume. And spell cleave, and this is a lesson learned for me. Like, I'm an idiot. Spell cleave is 100% one of those things. You basically either full min-max and practice and do that, or you don't even attempt it. So that's fundamentally my fault. You don't attempt it. I think that's fair. I think it's a lesson learned for anybody watching this. If you're gonna spell cleave, bro, you need to full commit, full send. If not, just quest, because you're just gonna waste your time. Yeah. I think the tank was new to Paladin, to be honest. I think he was a very nice human being, though. I'm not gonna lie, dude. And I think I'm probably fried in the brain. And, like, I'm not even saying that, like, I'm some saint. Like, but, yeah, like, bro, like, you would, like, you guys know the Blood Elf racial, right? The mana tap, what is it called? The one that pulls? That's the fucking first ability you learn is so good on. It's like the thing that makes Blood Elf Paladin good, bro. Like, you use that mainly to pull. Like, Paladins can't pull stuff, right? So, like, that's it's like a throwing weapon, bro. Like, you that is like like you're like 5 minutes into playing the class and you realize how good that is. I know it only works on man users, I know. But it's like, it's a very big deal. Like, it's a good thing that you can pull with that. And because Paladin doesn't have pull, you need to have bombs, either easy throw dynamite or something, right? So, like, if you're a Paladin, like, you learn this on day 0, that, like, I mana tap this guy, I throw a bomb here, and then I get to a spot, and then I Avenger Shield. Like, it's like, if you just Avenger Shield out of the rip and just cast this Avenger Shield and it doesn't bounce on anything, you know, bro, like, I feel like I'm just gonna get toxic, honestly. But, like, you know, we were learning how the racial worked on day 1, like, with Arcane Torrent and all that. So I think I just had my expectations too high, and I just, yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. Maybe I was too hard on him. I honestly I would promise you though, I feel like I respected everyone's time. I played my heart out. I did the best I fucking could, bro, the entire time until I pretty much like became delirious in the last couple hours. I really tried to play my heart out, bro. Like I was just trying to be like extremely focused, think like 3 steps ahead. I knew everyone was gonna forget consumables and stuff, so I just buy as much consumables as I could. Did you eat all your Sour Patches? No. What was he pulling with? Pulling with Avenger Shield and just kind of like running. Like, bro, if you play Prop Pally, like this might be toxic. I just like I'm kind of venting. Can I vent for a second? Is that a bad thing to do? Like, I feel like if you're gonna play Prop Pally, you should like. This is not like, I don't think this is a high standard actually. I think this is basics. I think this is day 1. You should know how to bubble pull, use bop offensively, have mouse overs for bop, have, you know, like this is literally level 1 prop paladin. Am I wrong or am I fried? Like this is like level, it's not level 3, it's level 1. I am a prot paladin. All right, guys, I am going to like press my buttons here. Here, let me go bubble pull everything. BRB. That's gatekeeping prop paladin. No, you're cap. That's literally, it was the same thing in it's that is level 1, bro. Level 1 is like that's the if you're gonna spell cleave, yeah, dude, bubble pull is like I feel like we're no, but he's not actually new to the game though, monkey. Bubble pull, it's not, bro. Bubble pull, but oh, here's the thing, it goes both ways. So it's not just the paladin's fault, bro. It's everyone's fault. Like, we as people spell cleaving should know how a bubble pull works and stay far enough back. So like I'm about to write on a notepad all the shit we were doing wrong, bro, because this is me venting to you guys. Actually, it's gonna feel so good to just vent, because I didn't play perfect too, bro. I think I went the wrong spec. I made mistakes too, but bro, it's like literally, okay, standing too close to tank and pull. This is like positioning, right? Like we're standing too close, putting threat on the table, on the pull, like renews, buffing, drinking, this all causes threat, right? Like putting like as we're orchestrating the pull, putting threat all over the place, sloppy all over the table, bro. Like just fucking sloppy Joe threat all over the table. And then not fighting on top of caster mobs or properly collapsing the mobs, like like having them all stack, right? Like fighting at choke points, waiting, being patient, waiting for the mobs to properly collapse before we bust. You know, we're like pre-busting, right? There's like planning our cooldowns, like we started to. So a lot of this stuff we started to do. You guys watched this Dungeon Cleave, right? Like, I want to believe that everyone there learned a lot of things, right? People learned a lot. It was a valuable gaming experience. Like, everyone knows a lot more and has a refresher on like Dungeon Cleave, Spell Cleave, how all that works, right? Like, because we started to plan our cooldowns, we started to cycle through in a scripted way. But like the basics of like the stuff that drives me crazy too, bro, is like when you reset the dungeon, don't go into the dungeon until we're all going to go in together. Like, has anyone done Marathon? Has anyone done Tribute Run? Has anyone done any of these dungeon runs? Dungeons run on a static script every time. It's exactly the same. It's pixel perfect every time. So when we reset the dungeon, we need to go in together as a group and not fry the pathing of everything. I think I just like had an expectation that was too high or something, because all of it was fucked up, right? And this is just me venting, and you guys are like my therapist right now, you know, like, cause I tried my best, man. I just try to like, to do the best I could, like, but like all of it, right? So from a positioning, from like just organization, we go to the city, we do what? We repair, we restock, we fill our bags with consumes and water and food and all this, right? Like, I actually hope that whole thing was entertaining for you guys in that way, where you can like see all those mistakes and be like, oh yeah, I remember now, dude. I remember how things can be, like if it's not properly planned, rehearsed. Like, you have a refresher now. Don't dungeon cleave. If you're gonna melee cleave, is way easier to execute than spell cleave. It's pretty solid. You just do one pack at a time, and you just kill one pack at a time. Your risk of wiping is way less, way more chill, way less margin for error. And if you're gonna spell cleave, you need, and the failure is actually, the failure is on me. Actually, the failure is on me. Yeah, it's just that simple. I should have planned it out, you know. I should have planned it out more and had. The one thing I didn't control was the tank, though. I didn't know who the tank was, right? It's just like wasn't anyone I knew or anything like that. I feel like it was a resting on your laurels moment where you last minute thought you could perform at top tier without practice. I kind of thought we had all done stuff like this before, and it was just gonna be like the basics. We could just like go in and press our buttons and it would be fine, you know. Time to crack a Baja Blast. People think the game is solved, but it's solved to the extent you know what to do, and if you don't follow the answer that led to solved, you're in a new ball game. Hide the notepad tabs? What do you mean? I don't have anything to hide, bro. Just enchanting leveling guide. Ultimate TBC all factions. You think I do sus stuff on my stream computer, bro? You guys are tripping, man. That went way over your head, Kargoz. What's up, Derek? How's it going, man? No, I'm just reflecting. I'm just venting. Like we did a dungeon cleave, and like I said, I asked myself one simple question: was that dungeon cleave a failure? I genuinely don't believe so. And the reason why I don't believe so is that everyone knew we were cooked, kind of, but we pushed through for hella hours, knowing that it was fried, and we still beat our fucking heads against the bricks. And I like that. I like that we did that, bro. That's cool. You know, and we got a ton of XP, bro. We grinded 5 whole levels together. So fuck it, dude. And we tried to keep the spirits high, and we did, bro. We got the good job of like keeping people as locked in as we could, you know. What is level 3? Level 3 prop paladin is that, like, level 3 prop paladin, boys, is I hit B, my bag is filled with 10 rocket boots. I have swiftness pots. All my consumables are basically related to movement, because it doesn't matter about mana. Because if you actually like a spell cleave, first of all, the comp was fried. That's on me. That's on me. We need a mage. It's actually a colossal misplay. And the main thing I realized about not having a mage is that it's not a damage in, damage out thing. When you have a mage, you just don't take damage. So it's like it's not even a cash flow thing. Like, mage is just busted. You don't even have to take damage. You don't have to calculate your healing throughput or your damage output. You're just taking no damage. It's too strong. All the mage kit is too strong. Like, you basically need it. So that's on me, bro. We should have had a mage. But aside from that, like, the paladin's job is kind of like, or the tank's job is really, like, the hard part is really just orchestrating the pull with movement. And if you do that right, then the pull becomes easy. So you basically have a bunch of mobility shit and you plan out the pulls, right? Like, but you do this in real time. Like, if you have a good brain for tanking, some of you know what I mean. You've just been tanking a while, the game's out 20 years. You go into a dungeon and you can assess how to do the pulls. Like, you don't need to necessarily plan it out and practice on a PTR.
you can go in and be like, all right, there's 3 packs, there's a little fucking corner there. I'm just gonna like the first pull, I'm just gonna swift the spot. That's gonna be my cooldown that I use, right? That's my mobility cooldown. Okay. Next pull, it's gonna be huge. There's like a bunch of packs. Okay, it's a good bubble pull opportunity. There's a bunch of casters. I'm just gonna bubble pull all the mobs. I'll use nifty stopwatch and bubble, and they all just collapse on you, and we do that. Third pull, we're gonna do this. But you think, I mean, we've been playing the game for 20 plus years, guys. Like, the dungeons are pixel perfect, scripted things every time. It's one of the cool things about WoW. They don't vary. There's no variance to them. It's exactly the same every single time. So even on the group, like, just as far as best practices go, like, we're just like lackadaisically zoning into the like, I would say stuff like 10 times, like, yo, just don't zone into the dungeon, bro. Like, we reset the dungeon. Let's all just like be on the same page and just like not go in until we're all ready. Always in the dungeon, bro. We're just like always in the dungeon, and the pathing is always cooked, which is going to add more variance, more error, and we're going to have to like just like MacGyver the dungeon more. You know, these are just like the basics. I think I assumed that we all had the basics, but we just like didn't have the basics. So, my bad. What's up, wet and tight pussy? What's up, brother? It was fun to watch, though. I've never seen a spell cleave before. Yeah, and I think there was a lot of improvement as well, Nacho. So like, tell Jerome to go to bed. Is he absolutely fried right now? There was a lot of improvement. Like we started to learn. Like, you basically just saw all the day 0 stuff to day 1, day 2. Like, everyone started by the end of it. Like, if you guys were watching our slave pens, it got a lot better. Like, we started to cycle through the pain subs, but we were still making like basic errors, bro. Like, you need to do the same thing every time for a pull and like budget your cooldowns in that way, right? So like, if we're gonna cycle 2 pain suppressions for like this one pull, like put the tank on focus, pain sub. As soon as the pain sub ends, like, we just like weren't using a cooldown in a place that we used cooldowns before. So that's where I started to crash out, where I was like, bro, this just feels like I'm wasting my time, you know? Anyway, I feel a lot better. I feel like I got it all out there. You guys all watched it all. You guys saw it all, how it all happened and stuff like that, so. Yeah, same like that. Absolutely, Mike. You can fix stuff on the fly, right? And the other thing about this game as well, guys, is if you have like health potion on you and like hellstone, and you're in a dungeon, like, you shouldn't just die out of nowhere. Like, and there's a few times where I died where I could have like been more communicative, but like, you can react. You have a second to like potion and hellstone and say like, yo, bot me, or like, I need heals, or like something, right? Like, so like, we're just like dying all the time and not really communicating. Yeah. But yeah, the king, you know, buffing party members, like, get the threat back 100%, dude. A Gray's duo run? Yeah, that would be really fun. Yeah. Yeah, what up, Calyx? Yeah, I think what it is too, Calyx, is playing hardcore for a while. You kind of like get used to having to play almost perfect to like stem risk, you know? Not perfect, but like, you kind of just get like a higher standard when you're playing a lot of hardcore, because you just can't die, right? You're used to just playing the game and never dying. So that's a part of it too, you know? You want me to tell Jerome to go to sleep? How bad is it? Let me see. Let me see how fried he's looking. I look pretty fried too, man. You got 206 the subs? Whoa, he's actually nodding out. Oh my gosh, bro. He's actually nodding out. I tune into the stream for 1 second and I see him actually falling over, bro.
That's crazy, dude. He's actually. I think he's playing. You think he's playing into it though? He might be playing into it. That's too funny. Boys. Yeah, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do on this guy. If I'm gonna dungeon cleave more, spend more hours in the pens, solo level. The solo leveling is kind of rough because there's like a lot of ganking, and there probably will be some stream sniping and stuff, you know, too. I would imagine. I have TTV in my name, so kind of have a target on my back. Kind of have a target on my back there. Yeah. Yeah, I think the plan looks like Shades might want to do some dungeon cleaving a bit. TTV and the Omega Lol, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna call it here for a little bit, boys, and just wait for Shades. And then we'll do some more dungeon cleaving a bit. I don't know if I feel like just leveling out in the open world right now. Get a little bit more rest. Come back fresh. I'll tell Jerome to go to sleep too. But yeah, I'm just gonna take a little break and then probably hit some more dungeon cleave with Shades. We're still the same level and stuff, so. Alright, boys. Talk to you soon.